Alrighty, folks, here we go. Grab your drink, grab your popcorn, settle in, because you know what? The Wanderer is live, baby. Here we go. Howdy, folks. How you going? What's going on? Rob here. Howdy, howdy. How are we? Saturday afternoon. It's Sunday. Sunday afternoon. How are we all? I hope we're well. Sneaky little live stream. You're late, Wanderer. Yeah, a little bit. That's all right. Last minute decision to go and do a live stream here, folks. Landy Smurf, howdy, mate. Hello, everybody. No heads up to anyone on this one. We've just decided to go live. Sitting here at home. We've had a milestone happen in the Legends community, and no one wanted to go live, so I thought, bugger it, I will. Well, I just turned the computer on, posted the photo on the Legends for charity, and boom. I saw something come up on my phone, Ed. I haven't checked it yet because I've been getting this ready. And I'll have a look at that in a second. How is everybody? Welcome, welcome. Is this the interview with Pink? Yeah, it was quite the show. It was quite the show, Steve. Robin's in. Pete McMurtry, g'day, mate. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. No real agenda. It's Sunday afternoon beers here at Wanderer HQ, so I thought, what's better than drinking alone with people who are in a chat room? So, g'day, everybody. Good to see you all here. Tyler Haas. I'm hoping to have a special guest here. I don't know. I've given a special guest a link and an unannounced special guest. So hopefully I see him here in a second. I think he's coming in now. Yeah, okay. We'll give it a sec. Gary McEwen, howdy, mate. Rochi's in. And again, congratulations, Rochi, on your daughter's massive announcement the other day. Last day of antibiotics, so no beers. Graham, tomorrow though, mate, I expect to see one, mate. Murray's in. Howdy, Murray, mate. Long time no see. Hopefully you're booked into the Legends camp, mate, and I'd love to see you again. And if you're nearby, I think you only live down the road pretty much. Well, not far from you anyway. Hit us up on the Facebook or Instagram, mate. Love to catch up. Ed, the Wanderers, apparently this person knows you. Oh, right, okay, hang on, I'll have to check it in a sec. Yeah, I've got a special guest here. I can see him here, and we'll get him in. So everybody, welcome to the stage. The one, the only, if it's going to work. Is it working? Hang on, what's going on here? I might have to do this.
Here he is.
Howdy, Terry.
How you going, guys?
Hey, the swag.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Hey,
absolutely. Good, buddy. Yourself? How's your Sunday?
Yeah, great. Thanks, mate. Yeah, bloody fantastic Sunday afternoon, isn't it? A beautiful day.
Mate,
So, yeah.
it was a stunning day today, mate. A little warm. I was out and about today. We'll get to that shortly. Swaggered Sisters are in. Howdy, Swaggered Sisters. You guys have been putting up some cool photos lately on your Instagram. I don't know if you've seen it, Terry, but yeah, they've got some good photos going up lately. So good stuff, Swaggered Sisters.
Yes, yeah.
Tyler Haas. Murray's all booked in. I don't know if you... Do you remember Murray Begg? Terry, do you remember him?
Yeah, I certainly do remember Murray, mate. Yeah, he was at the Harvey Bay event with his jet ski, mate. So, yeah,
that's the one.
Murray.
That's one.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good lad, that man. And glad that he's coming back. Mark Lavelle's in. Yeah, and an unannounced live stream here, folks. Decided to do this about, 15 minutes ago, I reckon, Terry?
Something like that. It was a quick decision, yeah. To say, let's go.
Absolutely. Yeah, why not? Everybody's in. We'll get some comments going. Mark Lavelle, Graham with the big Terry thumbs up. And what's Ed carrying on with here? He's at the 4x4 show. Everybody absolutely loved the chopping board. Oh, there you go.
Fantastic, Ed. That's
get a few orders out of it, mate. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Hey, now I want to talk about four-wheel drive shows tonight at some point. I went to one today, not the one the boys are having down in Victoria. I would have loved to have got down there. That would have been fantastic.
Yeah, it would have been a fantastic show. Yeah.
I'm sure they had a brilliant time, right? I went to the Moreton Bay one, but we'll get onto that shortly. Newey Joe and Dean Roach and Newey Joe saying go to each other. I was waiting for Buck Putts. Part 17.
Stand
by, mate. It's coming.
It's been break next.
Yeah, that's right. I loved his part 7. He had a bit of a crack back at us, and it's all good banter, folks. It's all a good bit of fun, and it's good to see everyone see the funny side of it because it's pretty funny.
G'day, Buck. How are you, mate? Thanks for joining in.
Oh, he is in. There you go. Was Shady Gear at the show? He was. Was Jen there? Yes. Buck, and I went in and said g'day. They had a nice little setup there. And went in and mentioned your name as well. So I said to say g'day and all that, so which is good. Saw Adventures is already flogging his own stuff. What's he? Who wants a? Oh no, it's an SMG patch.
Buck is part 9 going to be polishing the spark plug, mate.
And then also polishing the generator spark plug as well. What's swagging up to? Thanks, Wonder. We're spoiled for our beautiful spots to share. Absolutely, you guys look like you've had some cracking camps lately. It's really, really good, and it's camping season for us, Terry. It's kind of like the same as the wet season. You just don't go anywhere, right, until the wet season's over.
Yeah. Well, the humidity's been absolutely terrible lately, hasn't it, for us to go away?
That's exactly right.
Hopefully, in
you got the
March
wet season
together. So yeah.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, you get the wet season up near where Buck is and far north Queensland, and then down here it's a bloody hot season. It's just too hot to go anywhere. Yeah. You sit there in your tent just melting. But who's we got here? Jamie Fulton.
Yeah, g'day, Jamie. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good to see you, mate. Diesel Spark. Tyler's in, very good. Oh, yeah, part 10 will be a recap of part 1. Oh, that's good. I love it. Graham. I thought you were going to do a Russell Coit version of the generator refueling clip. Get the fire extinguisher for a minute. The clip he did for I reckon he can. I reckon we put enough firelighters underneath him, mate. It's that one he did with the scrunnel where he poured it in. Have you watched it yet, Terry? Have you checked it out?
Yeah, I've seen the clip, mate, with the scrunnel funnel. Yeah, from Nudes.
Yeah. The one he did on the generator using the scrunnel was great. I've got a scrunnel here. I think it's down there, under there, and I've used it a few times actually.
Oversized sheetweeds, don't we? The scrunnel funnels.
Pretty much. And I do get quite a few comments on the video I did for Newts there about there's no filter. There's no filter in the funnel. Right. So obviously the fear there is a bit of dirt or a leaf or something falls down, it just goes straight into your tank. And like obviously as soon as you put a filter on there, you affect your flow rate, obviously, and there's a chance that the funnel will start to fill up if you're pouring too fast. So it's a catch-22. But I think they're great. The way they screw in, they fit in the Ranger perfect. And you can lean your jerry can on it. You just hold on and
you can hold up to
not fighting it.
5 kilos or something like that, can't it, Rob?
I think it's like 20, mate. You can get a full 20-litre jerry and sort of lean it on. I mean, you should hold it as well. Yeah. don't just let go. But yeah, it can support the weight, which is really, really good. What's going on here? What's that up to, Mark? Are you going, I presume, to the camp? Landy Smurf. We'll get back to you, Landy, because what we're going to do is, I'm not sure if Robin's put a post up. Stay tuned, everyone. We're going to get your questions in. Keep an eye out for a post from Robin on the Legends. What do you call it? Facebook page.
Legends for Charity Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, any questions, guys? What we're going to do, we mentioned it in the live stream the other night, we're going to put together a little video, all of us organisers, and answer all your questions, have a bit of fun, give you all a bit of a laugh, and that's what the fuel filters are for, says Buck. He does have a point. Anthony Wicks, welcome, mate. But stay tuned. Questions like that, Landy, about the generators and raffle tickets and all the other stuff, chuck it in when Robin shoves something up on Facebook, and we'll definitely get to it. Yes, I did, Rob. There you go. I haven't checked Facebook. I've been setting up the live stream for the last 10 minutes or whatever. So check it out, folks, if it's not on there. Let me. Ed mentioned he put a photo up on the Legends page. Have you seen it, Terry?
I haven't yet, mate. No.
No. Okay. Let's just have a quick look. Ed on the. Excuse me. Just talk amongst yourselves, everyone.
Yeah. How's Kickoff joining us? for one of our major supporters for the Legends for Charity, Rob. Hey,
Mate, how good, right? That is a huge name to have on board for an event like ours, mate. Oh, yeah, here we go. Ed's put up. Look out! It's Mark. I don't know. Jump on the Legends Facebook page, folks, and Ed, check it out. That's a brilliant photo, and he's got the Legends shirt on. Hang on, let me see if I can. Yeah, see if I can make that bigger. There you go. He's got the Legends shirt on, sitting there with Ed, and grabbed a photo. They camped next to me down at Bucks One, and mate, had a great time. We went on the plane over Fraser. We did all that together, and mate, it was such a great time. That's a great photo, Ed. Good, thanks for putting that up, mate. That's fantastic. But yeah, Kick-Ass coming on is fantastic, and more details on what they're going to help us out with and all that sort of carry on, moving forward. But fantastic. A massive company like that on an event, mate. I mean, the money we've raised so far is just fantastic. You'd have to agree, mate.
It's absolutely tremendous. The amount of people that's jumped on board, just a small little guy YouTubers is absolutely phenomenal. We can't thank them enough. Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be such a great event. I went to the 4-wheel drive show at Moreton Bay today, and caught up with King Brown, and he's helping us out with stuff. I've got some stuff here. I don't know whether I should say anything, but we've got some raffle stuff from King Brown here.
You can mention it.
We picked it up, and I'll show you shortly. But for the damper competition, obviously, and he loaded up a couple of boxes for us, folks, and everything from King Brown is top notch, and it's Australian made, and he's loaded us up. We did a little clip out there. I'll put that up on YouTube tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. Good catch up with Ron from King Brown Camping. Absolute fantastic bloke. He cooked up. We got there for the last session today at the campground. He cooked up this olive bread. Oh, geez, I don't know what it was called. Check out his Facebook page. He put a photo up. It was
He's a fantastic chef, though, isn't he? The amount of dampers and stuff that he cooks is mind blowing.
Absolutely, mate, and it smells amazing. And what he's doing, he's got a second channel up. I don't know if anyone knows this. He's got the Camp Oven King, which is his camp oven cooking. Now he does Weber's. He does the Weber stuff, mate. He at the show today, he had 2 Weber's going at the same time, and the whole tent just smelt bloody amazing.
I can imagine.
You're walking in. Oh, it was like a bloody smokehouse, mate. It was so nice. And just a down-to-earth bloke, And he's always on.
Talk to,
Yeah, he's always on the road doing all the shows. He'll come through a town near you very, 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 very soon. He's got them all lined up for 2024. I'd go to a camping show just to see him.
Just to see him. Same as I, Rob. It'd be fantastic. Yeah.
I mean, essentially that was today. Like, I went there pretty much just to see him. I wanted to see a few other stall holders and that, but mainly I wanted to make sure I grabbed Ron and saw him, mate. So
was there many people there at the show, Rob?
Well, I went on the Sunday. Obviously, today's Sunday. Sunday Arvo beers, folks, at Wonder HQ. Grab yourself one. But no, it wasn't busy at all, mate. And Friday was pretty much a washout. They opened gates on Friday at 8:30. Closed the gates at 11:30 because the place was flooded. It was just chaos on that Friday. And that was the same with the Pink concert, mate. We were expecting the government to call it off because Suncorp Stadium is a government-owned venue. And we were expecting 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. Old Stevie Miles gets up and says, "Right, sorry, everyone, stay home." Cancels the concert's cancelled, but they went ahead with it. Steve W's on, all the way from the UK. Howdy, mates. Good to see you. I can't even imagine. Actually, it must be, I'm going to say 8 a.m. 8 a.m. over there on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I think it's about there. Good morning, mate. I hope you're having some Cocoa Pops or some cornflakes. Get stuck into them, mate. Get stuck into them. But so it was a good show, but there wasn't many people there. A lot of the same stuff. Moreton Bay Expo is sort of the first one of the year, and I guess it's more of a satellite 4-wheel drive show. You know what I mean? It's not one of the mainstream ones. Lots of Oz tracks out there, the same that Rob 2 has. There was Opuses, there was Lotus, there was all the usuals, you know. When you go to them every year, they get a bit repetitive. I mean, let's be honest, it's the same thing, different colour.
Yep.
Actually, speaking of colours, the colours in all the caravans, for the first time I actually went and looked at the caravans, right? I usually just look at them from the outside, keep walking. I'm not a caravaner, right? The colour scheme. The colour scheme is...
it's phenomenal.
It's
now,
like
isn't it?
well, they've gone back. They've gone back to the 80s, mate. Everything is that like soft lino wood colour. You know, that brown lino?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they're
all
going
the
back
caravans.
they're all white interiors, aren't they? You know, to reflect the light.
Yeah. It's white and then this brown trim. And I was like this, I feel like I'm in the 70s or something.
Wow.
I mean,
Backwards.
I just,
Well, the world
it was
changed to crap,
weird.
so the caravans might too.
Well, why not? Why not? I mean, I'm sure it's some sort of on-trend bloody thing this year, but
Yeah,
it just
it
felt
might be.
like if you felt like you were spending $100,000 on a caravan that was built in 1985. Just the
Gone
colour
backwards.
scheme was, it just did not make sense to me. Anyway,
Might have to pull out
Steve
the
W saying,
something like that, Rob, so we can tell them.
yeah. What's Landy going on about here? I'd love to do a cooking class from someone who knows what they're doing, like King Brown. But you cook your own version at the same time. That's how shit I am at camp, mate. Landy, you and I are the same. But I'll tell you something, Landy. Cat out of the bag. Stay tuned on that. Stay tuned. There's a couple of clips coming that are just like that. So you might enjoy them, mate. Tyler Haas. What's wrong with the swag and awning? Cheap as chips. Exactly right, Tyler. Couldn't agree more, mate. And but at some point we all progress. We all progress up the ranks from swags to caravans and whatever else. The one at the Maryborough, Phil's on, and we'll mention Phil in a second. Phil, what's Phil got to say here? The one at Maryborough was the same as it was 10 years ago. Yeah, the Maryborough one. I was talking to King Brown about the Maryborough one, and it's not. That's a proper satellite four-wheel drive show, mate. It's it's not a huge one. That one. Did you tell Jawa their vans are a piece of shit? I think I saw. There's someone plugging them hard at the moment. I think it might be four-wheel drive 24/7.
Really?
On that Graham Solo trip.
Yeah.
I think he's in a Jawa. I reckon it's someone like that. Yeah, it's someone like that. I don't know
I
exactly
find
who.
with those hybrid caravans, they're just too heavy for the vehicles
mate.
today.
Totally.
Yeah.
And
just don't
yeah,
understand.
I went.
A van like mine weighs not even near the amount of weight as a little 13-footer hybrid. It's incredible.
Yeah, and the person I went with, she's new to the whole scene, and that's what I said to her. I said, "You're looking at something half the size of the big 20-foot is, but twice as heavy."
Yeah, that's right.
It's incredible. Yeah. What's he got here? Dean Roach. I want to buy an old 80s caravan. There's probably some money in it, to be honest. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, well, caravans always hold the value they do. So that's one good thing about caravans.
I tell you what, going to a four-wheel drive show with someone who hasn't done it before, or at least hasn't done it since they were a kid or whatever, is really refreshing, mate. Like, we all go, like, if you and I went, we'd look at the same things and say the same thing and whatever. Yeah. When you get someone who hasn't done it and they're sort of, wide eyes, and you hear the questions they ask and the things they say and stuff, it's a bit of an eye-opener, and it's refreshing, and it's a bit of a reminder as to why we do it. Like we all get a bit jaded. It's like when you work somewhere for so long, you get a bit jaded and whatever. But going with someone who's new to it all and looking at it through their eyes, the questions I was getting asked. One of the questions she asked, and it was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. We walked past, TC boxes, the guys who do the canopies on the back of utes and stuff like that.
Yes.
And the big steel boxes and the fridge in it and all the rest of it. And we walked past a couple of their stands, and TC boxes and a few others. They're all the same, really, at the end of the day. Compact canopies and all them. And she's looking at them all, and I said, "Oh, look, I'd love to do this to the Ranger, but I don't have $35,000 to shove this thing on the back, And and she turned to me and she goes, "Why are they so expensive?" And I said, it's just the material and Aussie made, this and that. And, plus they're the in thing at the moment, And she goes, wouldn't someone like have bought this a year ago and no longer wants it, just buy a second-hand one. And I was like, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. You know, jump on Marketplace.
Second-hand stuff out there, you know. Our caravan's second-hand, and yeah, she's got a few little problems here and there, but you know, yeah, you get what you pay for, really. So.
Oh, 100%. But I mean, and I just said to her, it's the look. So many four-wheel drivers, mate, they just want the shiny, flashy thing on their car. They never go bush, you know, and they'll drop 50 grand on a canopy. And you're like, what are you doing? It's worth more than the car.
I know, anyway. Yeah. Even some mag wheels are worth more than cars today, aren't they? You know, you have a look at them. And,
yeah.
Incredible.
Yep, 100%. Lukey Reed's on. Howdy, Luke.
G'day, Lukey. How are you, mate?
Yeah. Sirocco, Graham solo trips. Yeah, is that right, Landy? Is he in a Jawa? Is that what you're saying there, mate?
G'day, the Oliver family. How you going?
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Graham Cahill, because Jawa has thrown money. Yeah, well, that's true. They'll plug anyone who gives them the money. Yeah, highest bidder for four-wheel drive whatever they call them, 24/7. It really is the highest bidder. I mean, I've noticed that their latest one is Steady, the lights. I mean, I love Steady products, as you all know, but they're the latest to jump on and you know, pay the amount of money to get themselves on the trip and all that. And look, hats off to Shauno and everyone. It's a business model that works for them.
That's right. Yeah.
You know,
Ed wants to know tell me about the new hat that I'm wearing. So, and it's the Legends of Charity hat, mate, from SMG. Yeah. If you haven't got one, guys, jump on to Brett from SMG and order your Legends of Charity merch. Yeah, it's coming up. Very
absolutely.
Quick. Yeah,
it's flying up, mate. Here it is. Here's the pink shirt itself. Get that in you. Get one of them around your skull. What's Graham going on about? Yep, there's not a great deal of differential. The vans, much cases. Oh, what happened there? Much case, same old. But I suppose there's not a great deal you could. Yeah, exactly right. It's a brick on wheels, essentially. That's really all it is. I'll ask the question again. Saw Adventures. What's he going on? Brett from SMG is thinking about doing a patch. Right, okay. So SMG is doing a SMG patch.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, throw it in. I'll vote one. Vote one, SMG. Why not? Ed, what's going on here? I'm clicking things everywhere.
Technical difficulty. It's been at work all day.
Tell us about your new hat. That's Ed. Yeah. There's a lot of walking when you go to a four-wheel drive show. That van of Terry's is a beauty. Yeah, it is good. It is good, especially when Home and Away's on.
That's now banned on my van, mate.
No, mate. I'll be lining up every night, folks, at the Legends for Charity. I've got to disappear at 7 o'clock. Home and Away's on.
I'll put it to the outside for you, Rob.
I'll get a projector. We'll put it on the projector. Everyone can watch. No, folks. We the last time we all camped together was up at Moore Park, up near Bundy there.
Yeah.
And Terry and Robin invited me into the caravan for a dinner, and it just happened to have Home and Away on. Was it in the next caravan or something? Was it in the guys like next to you? Yeah. We could see through the window over into Home and Away. Anyway, we're eating. I think Terry caught me just staring at the Home and Away screen. So it's a bit of a joke at the moment. But, Jaron Lyons. G'day, Jaron. How are you, mate? I do some work with Jaron. He gets around as well. And what 12 volt setup? Yeah. He's a good lad. And what 12 volt setup should I get?
The Legends Camp, Rob?
I don't think Jaron is. Jaron, are you coming in? Are you booked in? I've got another mate who I work with quite a lot. He and his family are coming. I'm not sure if Jaron's booked in. Get on it if you're not, Jaron. What 12 volt setup should I get? Right. Well, this has now turned into a 12-hour stream with that question.
Get your pens and paper ready, guys.
That's right.
Start run over his solar panels.
That's right. I'm good at running over solar panels. Make sure you pack up your solar panels if you see me at the camp, because I'll run over them. But, I've still got I've still got half the smashed one in the corner of the garage. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Anyway.
Right.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I ran over.
Yeah, Roz is on.
Yeah. Ah, very good. Welcome, Roz. I'm a bit behind in the chat here. Sorry, folks. But those of you who don't know, I ran over my bloody solar panels at the last camp out. I just backed up straight over them.
Yeah, that was funny.
In theory, it's really only the wheel bearing that can get... Oh, there's something going on in the chat here. Everyone's having a bit of a yarn. Good on yous. The wheel bearing that can let you down on the side of the road with an old van. Keep them done right, and the old van would be... Yeah, exactly right. Maintenance, mate. That's all it is. All for Adventures asked a van company for a van in 300. Wow. That is the type of money they demand, these big boys. Absolutely bullshit. They are mercenaries. I did not know that, mate. That's an astonishing amount of money. I can understand, asking for the van if they want to plug it or whatever, but 300K, that's a ridiculous amount of money. I haven't watched their response to the rollover. Have you watched it, Terry?
Yeah, I did, mate. Yeah, I watched that video. It was incredible. Like, there wasn't much damage, really. I think the airbags did most of the damage than anything else. But I could see why he rolled it. He was just out of control, and with a big heavy vehicle like that, you just got no hope. Did
they mention the other track that is on the little rise where the car went over?
I can't remember, Rob. No.
Can't remember. Does anyone in the chat? No. I presume Buck watched it because he seems to have the facts and figures there. Because if you watch it closely, the original footage, there's a little track, and it's clear as mud, literally, and you can see another car has gone up. Anyway, the cost difference between an on-road van and off-road is unbelievable. The cost difference for a four-wheel drive, mate, Graham, from next year or something, Terry, is just going to be stupid. The rego cost and this whole EV crap is just, I'm furious about that. Oliver family, howdy, Olivers.
Yeah, g'day, mate. How you going?
Yeah, good to see him in. And not sure which one's on, but the whole family maybe. Good.
Yep.
Yeah, good to see you in.
Hey, can I give a massive shout out too for Phil getting 100,000 views? So everyone put their hands together or thumbs up for Phil. Congratulations, Phil.
Yeah, absolutely. He hit 5,000 subscribers today.
Yeah.
The big 5K. And I think it was 1 million views. Terry?
1 million
I think it was,
was it? Yeah.
1 million. I think it was. Yeah. So good on you, Phil. And,
congratulations.
That was definitely one of the things I wanted to talk about, but as usual, I get sidetracked and just talk about everything else. I tell you what, you're going to have to keep probably Buck and myself separated at the Legends camp, mate, because if anyone wants to talk to us, we'll just be bloody blah.
Especially when you go and say goodbye to someone, it'd be a 3-hour conversation before you'd be able to leave.
The last time I went to Gumbara, I was talking to Brad and Teresa. It was like that. Oh, I've got to go, guys. I've got to go pick up a pizza from the ostrich farm that's across the road there. They do pizzas on a Friday night. 35 minutes later, I'm still there. And the ostrich farm's like ringing the campground. Is Rob still there? Oh, funny stuff.
Right.
Landy Smith, I'll catch up on the chat. Sorry, guys. 300K, what a load of shit. They would never buy a product because of a big name. The 300K, the Ram thing or whatever the bloody hell he was driving.
Yeah.
They had them at the show today, and I just there was a Chevy, there was a Ram at the show, and there was some other bloody thing.
Sorry.
And the person I was with was just like, what's the point of this? And I just said the same thing. I mean, I don't know. That's a whole nother rant. I probably should not get into that. Got that right, Buck. Phil's on. Hello, Luke. I'll catch up on the chat here. Buck and Roz, g'day from Lukey Reed. How are you, Lukey Reed? Hope you're well. If you want to tow a big van safely, you need to buy an Isuzu truck or similar to do it right. Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no, Tyler. I'm a bit torn on that. It depends. I don't know. I don't think so. No, no one's needed to buy a Dodge Ram for the last 30 years to tow a 21-foot caravan. I don't know why all of a sudden we need to. If Steady wants to throw products my way, please feel free. Me first, Graham. I did the sums. I did the sums on the steady gear that I've put on the Ranger, and it's pushing over 10K. $10,000 worth of lights.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. I am a dead set drongo. It's just stupid. And I still got to get the reverse lights on. I want to swap them out. I'm not going to do the headlights though, because the headlights in Rangers, a BT50's buck, if you're thinking about doing it, or anyone who owns a BT50, the canvas, the little power module that powers the lights and the modulator or whatever the hell it does, as soon as you put LEDs in headlights and stuff on a BT50 or Ranger, anything in that sort of model, that range, can really affect it and stuff up the computer and everything in your car. So, yeah, I didn't know that. And one of the very first things I put on the car was the 2 steady spotties. And I went to Cruise Master, because Cruise Master had them in stock, funnily enough, back then. And the bloke in there, we were just chewing the fat type thing and the long goodbye. And he told me that, whatever you do, put whatever you want on here, just don't change your headlights, because it could stuff up your car. Yeah, it won't start. It won't do anything. It'll totally stuff you up. So, and Rangers, mate, you sneeze the wrong way and freaking things start beeping at you.
So the moral of the story, Rob, you're going to buy yourself a Pajero, mate.
Well, no. The next one will be a Toyota. The next one is a Toyota. I can give that much away. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to get given one. But he said he would donate all profits to the charities. Saw Adventures, Steve. I'm all for it. This patch.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Terry?
I reckon so, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll have the backing of the community, mate. 100%. And I certainly don't have an issue with it. That's for bloody sure. Phil, here we go. I am catching up on the chat eventually. I reached, or should I say my YouTube channel today has reached 5,000 subs. Yeah, congratulations, Phil. Well done. Rob's in. 1 million views. Robin saying g'day. Tyler has home and away. We'll stop broadcasting for the... I'm going to tee up all the stars to come down, mate, and I'll come to the camp.
I'll make sure I put the satellite dish the wrong way.
What's this? Never overweight with a swag or a tent. Go old school. I agree.
Yeah,
Oliver's, I agree.
The Oliver family. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't need a massive truck to tow a caravan. I just don't get it. People who have this disposable income, I don't know. Good luck to you. Well done. But what's this? R2 got hacked onto hooked. I think you meant to say there, Phil. Speaking of hooked. Oh no, I'll catch up on the chat first. I haven't watched Home and Away since Shane and Angel. You've got me there, Mark.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Home and Away since Alf. Is Alf on that, or is he on Neighbours? I can't remember.
No, he's on Home and Away, mate.
He's Home and Away. Flaming Glass.
The longest running actor on that show, I reckon. So.
I remember when he won the Logie. That was such a good moment. 20 years overdue. Mark Lavelle, 1993. I don't know what he's 1993. G'day, Lukey. When's your mum and dad coming up on the Queen? Oh, they're going on the Queen Mary. Nice one. They'll enjoy that trip, Luke. And that's a good ship to cruise around on. Have you done a cruise, mate? Have you done a cruise?
Yeah, I've done a cruise. Yeah, Robin and I did a 14-night one. We did the South Pacifics. Yeah, went up there and did Namir and Lufu, and we didn't get to Mystery Island, unfortunately. But some beautiful, scenery out that way. Yeah, I highly recommend it. If anyone hasn't done a cruise, jump on and do it. You'll have the time of your life. Yeah.
Do you know what boat did you go on, mate? Excuse me for a second.
We went on the Radiance of the Seas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that was a fairly old ship, but it's still a fantastic time, Yeah.
Yeah, nice. That's Royal Caribbean. That's who I used to work on, the old Royal Caribbean.
That's right,
and, I was on the Enchantment of the Seas, mate.
Yeah.
That was my big ship. And
I remember we had some entertainment and that there on the ship, and they had this comedian, and unfortunately I got picked, and I had to get up on stage there, and they all gave us these balloon guitars, so we all had to do head banging and play these air guitars with these balloons, and gee, it was funny. And right at the end, little boy, I think he was probably about 4 or 5 years of age. I said, "Here you go, mate, have a balloon guitar." So he was over the moon with that one. So
that's cool. That's cool, mate. That's good. Yeah. No, they're good, the old cruisers. I don't mind them.
They are.
In saying that, I've only bloody worked on them. I've never actually gone on a cruise. Phil's coming here.
Because my suit used to fit me, you see, before I started the cruise. And then after I finished, I couldn't do the jacket up.
Oh, I tell you, working on a cruise ship in the States, mate, I did the Caribbean and Bahamas, all through there, South America and Brazil and all that sort of stuff. And the Yanks would get on, and they'd get on the ship, they'd dump their bag with the porter to take it to their room, and they'd just come upstairs looking for the pizza bar. Straight away, bang, like, where's the food? Just unreal, mate. Like, it just, as a young...
People eat it, like big meals all the time. I don't know where they put it.
No. Well, the ship I was on had a 24-hour pizza bar. And,
did they?
Yeah, all times of the morning, 2, 3, 4 a.m., you'd see people up there just non-stop on the sodas and the pizzas, and it just unreal. What's Phil got here? What about 6:30? Where's R2? Oh, there he is, watching Home and Away. Yeah, that's right. I'll be in Terry's caravan watching Home and Away. We'll screw us down here a bit.
We might have to change
rum equals solar. Geez, I must be behind in this chat. Rum equals solar panels gone. Yeah, it was the last day of our camp. I think we might have had a couple of beers, and we were trying to line up the utes and for a photo. I think that's what we were trying to do, and I ran straight over the bloody solar panels. Watch the Brisbane show. That will be their stage. Yeah, for adventure. Yeah, mate.
I reckon so too. But yeah. And they'll carry on. And make sure. Yeah.
100%. At least the rum wasn't gone. I'll go through these. Everyone's doing a bit of a thing here. What do we got? Tyler Haas, the response to the rollover video was almost a piss take, and they tried to talk it down. I still think it's a setup. No, I think that was a second go at doing it. But anyway, I to the point where I reckon the car company knew that this was what was going to happen. It was a staged event, I reckon. Now you'll find, I bet you they do some sort of build repair series or some crap. It'll just all of a sudden latch onto this whole new thing. And anyway, no, they didn't. That was either the camera car or their practice run. I'm banking practice run, Buck, I reckon. 100%. Sorry, folks, I will catch up. The car is stuffed. It bent the chassis. Yeah, there'll be some sort of... Or there'll be a new car reveal. They'll do a new car reveal. All of a sudden, there's a new car. What's the car? Tune in Thursday night, to find out who gives us stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, if you watch the video, you'll find they locked up the brakes and just turned... Yeah, I get what happened. I totally do. But, I don't know, cameras were just in the right spot. It was all just a bit... I don't know. I just criticise a lot of that sort of stuff because it's what we do. We're all here, says the Olivers. Very good. Welcome. Hope everybody's well. 1 million views. All right, let's flick through this. We'll catch up. Sorry, everybody. We'll scroll down here. I'm pissed off to more money for these vehicles. It'll only hurt the middle class. It's getting hard to get ahead. Oh, mate, totally. Cost of living, just forget it.
Cost of living is ridiculous.
It's just crazy. I'll buy you a bib R1 to catch all the BS you dribble. I don't know what Robin's going on about there. Sounds like Australian camping if all drives are in trouble. Here we go. Phil says he can't wait to have a drink with Buck at camp. Neither can I. I can't wait to see everybody there. It's going to be...
it's going to be fantastic.
Mate, it's going to be so much fun. The energy already, just in all the chats and the photos and the banter, it's just phenomenal. And the amount of money we were sitting at already, and
It's
the
phenomenal,
hype and
isn't it?
excitement.
Yeah.
It's so good. What do we got going here? I'll scroll down a little bit because nobody put their vehicles on the scales. Oh, back in the day, I know what he's talking about there. Yeah. Well, maybe right, but I still don't think you need a massive truck to tow a caravan. Yours goes all right, Terry, and you've got a 21 foot. Yeah, it doesn't get any bigger than that.
22-foot van, yes, full size. So that's probably sitting around about 2.5 ton, fully loaded.
Yeah.
And that's the capacity of the Pajero. The Pajero can only tow up to that. But I've stiffened up right up the back suspension on the Pajero as well. I put in the airbag man in the back of it, and they certainly hold that van up nice and straight. So.
Yeah, totally. It's about doing the right modifications. You don't just mod a car; you do the right one. You know,
a lot of people are against the airbags, but I'm full with them. You know, I highly recommend them. You know, especially if you're towing a full size van with coil springs. Leaf springs are a lot different, so you probably get a more terrible ride with a leaf spring, like Buck did, unfortunately. But the coil springs and airbags is the way to go, I reckon. So
the poor old leaf springs, they're a bit of a struggle for that kind of work. Anyone watching the off-road adventure show with old Landy and Blitz over the Simpson Desert? No, I don't know that one, mate. That's a new one to me.
I haven't heard of that one.
I watched a clip about an English company that produced a large electric delivery van, spending over $13 billion only to go broke because not one was sold, and I'm not surprised, Graham. 100%. Steve's going off at someone. Steve's launched into outer space there. I don't know what's going on there. Hang on, my computer's freaking out here.
Steve's got airbags, the FJ. Yep.
He does too. Yeah. What have we got here? Anthony.
Terry.
Well, now Terry's in trouble. Watch out. Sorry, but I believe it's your money. Spend it however you want. If that means big van, big tow rig, good luck to you. But no, yeah, totally right, Anthony. Oh, wait, if you've got the money, bloody go for it. You know, if you've got the money, spend it. Do whatever you want. I don't know. Eat horses for courses. You know, as far as I'm concerned. You know, good on you. But it's not my scene, and I don't think it's a lot of people who sort of in our communities their scene either. You know, there's not many of us who drive our cars into trees and all that sort of stuff for fun. And if you do, good on you. I mean, I'd love a little toy car, right? Like an old buddy, an old Pajero maybe, and just a bush basher.
The old NJ Pajeros, Rob, with the Gen 2s, they're a fairly great truck, mate. Robert and I had one. And we did 59,000 kilometres in 15 months pulling the old Roadster around Australia. Yeah. And couldn't fault it. Didn't miss a beat or anything like that. I think it lasted up to about 420,000 kilometres on the clock. And it was still going, mate, strong. So you used to have to drive it by the temperature gauge, but you put your foot down, shitload of smoke out the back of it. But, it was just loading up the soot, but it's okay, you know. But a lot of you get to with the old van, you look at it and go, wow, that's black.
I've often seen, you go on carsguide.com, and there's got old patrols and stuff in there, you know, $5,000. Yeah. As a bush basher, mate, that'd be great. You know, and I've come very close to buying a little bush basher.
It's incredible.
I
had the NJ Pajero, and when we sold that, I think I traded in with the new Pajero. It was like $2,500 that we got on the trade-in on it. And now that model car is worth $22,000 today as it sits. And it's incredible, you know, with a lot of the old cars that have come out of nowhere and just go massive in the market, you know. It's absolutely phenomenal.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's just, it's ridiculous as well.
It is,
it's what it is. Landy Smurf. Mark L, it isn't a bad watch when you filter out, what? It isn't a bad, oh, right, okay. This is talking about the adventure show or whatever it is. The old vehicles smash the newer ones over the dunes, lighter and and geared lower. Yeah, absolutely. Mind you, some of the newer vehicles are towing. Yeah, I'd prefer an older vehicle over a new one if I'm going out bush. Less is more. Simple mechanics, all that kind of thing. Yeah, give me a Land Cruiser, mate. I'd love to do Simpson in a Land Cruiser because if it breaks, there's a good chance you'll be able to work out how to fix it. If you take the Ranger over a dune and she conks out, good luck. It's all computers, mate. Yeah. You guys all need to get together and do patches as a kit. It's the way to go. You saw how it works. Yeah, absolutely, Buck, and that's happening.
Yeah, absolutely, Buck. That's in the processes, mate. So, yeah.
You would have seen, or you may not have seen. These have come through. This is the Wanderer patch, and it's in the mail. What's that? Sorry, mate.
How great do they look now? The new patch that you got. Yeah, it's come up really nice.
Yeah. I'm loving that. I wasn't sure about the white sort of backing, but I actually like it. I'm digging it, and I had to dumb it down a little bit because there was too much detail in it initially. But as soon as they arrive, Buck, mate, the packs are getting put together, and out she goes. So it's literally waiting on bloody Ozpost now, and hopefully not too long. Don't tell Rob you have a TV. Oh dear. Yeah, there you go. There's Rob 1 replying. We have that coming. Yeah, it's all happening. It's down to waiting now, mate. That's it. You know the process, Buck. Yeah, absolutely. As long as people
as soon as Rob gets a no, we'll all get together and we'll make up a massive patch kit with all our patches involved and let you know when you can purchase them. So.
Yeah, and if SMG has his done, we can throw his in.
Exactly, yeah, we can throw Brett's in as well. Yeah, that'll be great.
Totally, yeah. As long as people are staying within their means and not just trying to have the latest to keep up with. Yeah, well, that's right, Landy.
That's right, Landy.
And that's what your 4-wheel drive 24/7s and all that do. They get the latest, greatest, trending, whatever, and that's great. That works for them. Or for Adventure, a bit like that as well. They stay a bit true to their original cause, going right off into the heart, I guess, of far north Queensland, the real tough stuff that even 4-wheel drive 24/7 don't go to. And I've always struggled with All for Adventure because they've always got it's a little bit too unbelievable, like none of us, well, I know I certainly won't, ever have the ability to tow a quad bike, an off-road quad bike, up into the Daintree, or try to get across a river crossing with a trailer and a quad bike or whatever. It's just not gonna happen. So it's not relatable, I guess, for me, really. I think they're both great guys. I've always been a fan, but it's just their stuff is just not that relatable to me. What is the Home and Away? Am I missing out on something? You can join me, Ed. We'll go watch Home and Away. Every night, Ed, you and I will go into Terry's caravan and watch Home and Away, mate.
Haven't watched Home and Away. How you going?
Yeah, g'day, mate. Haven't watched Home and Away since the 80s. Yeah, I hear you, Gary. Phil, I met some rich retirees in the apartment I was staying at. Did you get any money?
Yeah. I know he had his binoculars. He was checking out those white pointers there out in the unit.
He was also checking out the sharks. Welcome to Wanderer HQ, folks. The beers are flowing. Oh, dear. Something with a bit more going than a Navara. Navara, mate. I can't do Navaras. Terry, what are your thoughts on Navaras, mate? This will annoy a lot of people.
It depends if you're a family man, then I'd say no, because the back seat in the Navara is very, very narrow. Compared to the Pajero, it's got like a more of an opening for a family. But if it's only just a couple, I'd say go for it. The Nissan Navara, they're quite a good vehicle. Yeah,
they are. Actually, that's a good point. The vehicle itself is a pretty tough vehicle, right? It was the Ranger of the 90s, really. Let's think, or early 2000s, I should say. It was everyone had one and all the rest of it. And but the people who drive them, mate, I just can't deal with it. Hat backwards, 10-inch lift, 37 wheels. As soon as you see one in a distance, you can go, that's a Navara. That's a Navara coming my way. They're all the same. I mean, Ranger drivers, we tend to have the jet ski on the back and whatever.
Yeah.
But
I'm not
Navara
a fan
drivers,
of
they
the
all just
patrols, though, Rob.
not a patrol man. Okay.
No, I do like the Nissan Patrol, mate. Well, as they say, Patrol. Yeah.
The old patrol. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You see all the young ones today, they buy the Nissan Patrols. They've got to have the big 35 wheels on it and all like that, the thumping stereos. And
remember back in the day, mate, you know, like I was always brought up that if you revved your engine and a big black bit of soot came out the back, there's something wrong. Now, the more smoke, the better.
Well, the young ones think that today, yeah.
I just don't get it. Get it. What's Buck got? Mum and Dad are ducking north of Cairns in 2 weeks, coming into Cairns for the day.
Cool.
We're catching up for lunch. Yeah, nice, mate. Nice.
Awesome. Yeah.
That'll be good, mate. Yeah. Grab a photo, of course, mate. And Lukey's old man won something on my raffle at the Christmas giveaway. I can't remember what he won now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he won something on the Christmas giveaway, and he sent me a message saying he got it, which was good. Pete and Mercury's Pete's a liar. I've never watched Home and Away. There's no one in the country who hasn't watched Home and Away, mate, at some point in their life. Oh dear. The closest I got to watching Home and Away is checking my security cameras. Yeah. Focusing the security camera on the TV. That's right. The Explorer of the Seas.
Down now, Rob, watching Home and Away.
No, I think that's up there with the shepherd's pie, mate. I think that might be it.
I think that's it, mate. It's like
the Explorer of the Seas. That's right. Oh, we'll get on to that. I saw King Brown. Saw King Brown today. The Explorer of the Seas. Yeah, I was on the Enchantment, mate. Phil, if you're a bit of a Royal Caribbean fan, give him a Google. I was on the Enchantment. Great 6 months or 8 months. Cruising is awesome. We went to Quantum of the Sea. Quantum of the Seas is a good one. The new what is it called? Icon. The Icon of the Seas, the largest cruise ship in the world, has just launched, and it is ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. Quantum of the Seas, yeah, absolutely. I'll check that out. Me and Landy's talking to Landy there. Terry, the air guitar champion. Wow. We might have a competition. We'll see. Yeah, I agree, Buck. All the legends should do a group patch. Yeah, Rochi, it's coming, mate. Like I said, as soon as it gets here, it's pumping out. It's pumping out, mate. So hopefully, mate, fingers crossed. Not end of the week, hopefully. Praying, hopefully. Yeah. As soon as it gets here, guys, it'll be on. I don't think I'll be going on a cruise unless it's a singles to mingle cruise. I'll join you, Landy, but not. I'll go with you. I won't join you. Anyway, let's move on. After 3 days of the cruise, I got sick of seeing. Yeah, that's fair. Oh dear. Good luck, Buck. Good luck. I'll leave it on your own. You're getting no support from me after a comment like that. Oh dear.
Yeah, Nicky and Jason's play. Good to see you on the chat.
Oh, Jason, I am getting down there. Yeah, Christ,
Jason. Yeah.
The chat has taken off. Sorry, everybody. Ate like a pig those first 3 days. Yeah, don't blame you. Maybe the next charity event on a cruise. Now that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. The only thing with a cruise is they're expensive. Let's be honest. A good $500 to $1,000 at least just to get on. Yeah. And that's a lot of money for some people. I like it though. I like it. Yeah. That's a cool idea. Tell the truth, Rob. You were blind. I'm not saying anything. Buck, I would stick out like dog's balls. I'd be the only he in the bloody thing. Oh dear. Landy's on fire tonight. How many of the big channels get stuck in rising tides? Far out. Check the tide chart, fellas. Yeah, that's right. And actually, speaking of like setups, Terry, you watch a lot of YouTube and four-wheel drive channels like all of us, right?
Yes.
Tim Bates. I'm a massive fan of Tim, right?
Yeah,
I would pay Tim whatever he wanted to do a week in the Victorian high country camping, right?
That'd be
for him to
beautiful
take us on
up in the high country, Rob. Yeah.
Totally, mate. The skills he has, the knowledge. You just sit back and just watch a master at work, right? That bloke is all over it, right?
Yeah, he is.
He put up a video the other day about the dual battery. Did you see that? Did you see his little one
No,
about
I haven't had a chance to see Tim's last video, mate. Yeah.
It's a good one, yeah. So basically, he had a lithium battery, and he's put it in his patrol, and he's laid it down sideways, and put it under the back seat type thing, right?
Yeah.
And in the video, he lays it down sideways. Nowhere was he told that you're not supposed to do that, all that sort of stuff, right? And he's put it in there. It's run fine for a week or whatever it was that he said, and then it failed, right?
Oh.
So he took it back to the store and swapped it out for a new one. I don't know, a couple of months later, or whatever the time frame was. He says it in the video. I can't remember. Failed again, and he's like, "Well, something's going on here."
Yeah.
And then he actually stopped, got the third battery, right? I think it was all under warranty. He says it in the video. Yeah. Reads the manual like a good bloke, right? Reads the manual, and the manual says, store it vertically. Don't lay it on its side.
Don't lay them on
nowhere else. Yeah, nowhere else in the conversations he had with the salespeople or the whatever said, don't lay it on your side. And I didn't know this. I thought a lithium, you could hang it upside down, sideways, backwards.
I thought so too, Rob, because there's no liquid in a lithium battery.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
It's a solid piece.
Yeah, but no. And the manual says stand it up, like an old AGM, with the lugs at the top. And he said it hasn't had a problem since. And so he put the video out. And what really impressed me was, first of all, that knowledge, because a lot of people, I'm sure, probably lay them down or put them in weird spots or whatever. He didn't brand bash, He didn't say, I went out and bought a such and such lithium, I laid it on its side and it's stuffed out. He didn't mention a brand at all, and he mentioned that he laid it down without the knowledge of knowing to stand it up. But instead of ragging on the company he bought it off, he paid for it, he said, he kept all of that out of it and left it as a pure information video. And I left a comment, I was like, mate, great work, good job on not bashing the brand, because he says the battery's fine. Now it's vertical, he's having a great time or whatever. So, but like Landy says here, how many big channels get stuck in rising tides? It's all set up. It's all about the drama, isn't it?
It is.
And it was so good to see Tim put a video out where it's just he's just straight up. He said, I stuffed up. I laid it down. I obviously didn't read the manual. I'm a clown, and admitted it and said, now I stand it up and happy days. Yeah. That's the sort of stuff even Ronnie Dahl used to do back in the day, right? There wasn't too much of the brand, and it wasn't too much of the bashing or supporting or whatever. And now all of a sudden, since Rona, it's all turned into the big corporations and drama and all the rest of it.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I stopped watching 24/7, Rob. They had a series there on caravanning, on towing. And I don't know who the hell but he gave Sean Whale this information about towing caravans, but they must have gave him the wrong bloody advice. Here he is with a full-size van, probably at 2.5 ton to 3 ton, on a dirt track towing it at 120 kilometres an hour. One silly mistake, he'd lose that car and van, and that's game over Red Rover,
It's all
and
over.
that's how stupid they are, It's absolutely no brains on them, Graham Carnhill, I love watching him, but Sean Whale and the rest of them, no thank you. Just silly.
Sean Whale's the business, right? He's the business of the channel. And again, good on him. I've got, whatever. Good luck to yous. Yeah, I mean, all for adventure. Love, just touching on Oliver's there. Pina coladas. Y'all have one, thanks.
That sounds good. I'll have two.
Yeah, beers at Wanderer HQ. Pina coladas. We could arrange that, I reckon. What do you reckon? Anthony, Robin, that's all I remember from my cruise. Pina coladas at all hours of the day, of the night. Yeah, that's about right, Anthony. It's about all you should remember. Really. Oh, dear. All of adventure would be the worst. No, I wouldn't say that, Landy. I'd say 24/7 are, but all for adventure need to keep up. It's those two. They're the two big ones, right? And then you've got your Explore Lifes and all the ones after that, Trip in a Van after that. But the two big ones, all for adventure and four-wheel drive 24/7.
Hey, Rob, did you see the video with Harry and Pete from Western Australia camping?
Which one?
Pete actually did a video. It was more like a podcast with Harry from Fire to Fork.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. If you just haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's a bit long. It goes for roughly about 3 hours, but it's incredible, how Harry actually started his YouTube channel. It was a friend of his that said, right, just do it, because he started off by cooking just over the fire for 10 nights straight, and his friend said, mate, why don't you start a YouTube channel on it, and that's how he became Harry Fire from Fork. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember before the book, or the books, I don't know how many he's got out now, but it was just, he'd have a GoPro facing him and a GoPro mounted to the awning.
Yeah.
That was it. Just him cooking, and that's how he got into it, and good on him. I've never met him. I haven't read the book. I can't cook, so I don't even bother with those channels. I have airbags on the FJ coil springs. I have airbags on the FJ.
Yeah, he's got the airbags on the FJ. He's got coil, the same setup as I've got.
As you've got, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Michael's on. Howdy, Michael. I think I'm catching up to the chat slowly. My suspension was shot. Got brand new Iron Man set up since I got home. Yeah, the Iron Man guys were at the show again. There was quite a few people in that store. Probably one of the busiest stalls, actually. And they tried to get me to buy an awning, and I nearly bit, but walked away. But what, from wear and tear or from towing? Yeah, good question, Landy. Fuller has gone off. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Things just written now, Rob. I know a YouTuber that does cooking, but his wife sets everything up and he takes the credit. Thanks, Steve.
That's good.
Robin's more the brains behind the channel. She does a lot of work behind Handcrafted by Terry G. And we've just tried out a couple of new rubs at the moment. So stay tuned for that, guys. It's going to be a fantastic video.
Yeah, nice, mate. Nice. Old King Brown was telling me a good story about rubs and chicken and oil, cooking oil in a Weber, all in one big combo. And let's just say the Weber kind of exploded. He's got some good stories, old King Brown.
He has.
Shane McQuaid, good to see you, mate. And welcome in. Better late than never. That's all right. I'm about 10 hours.
Anthony here's got Robin's, what about the secret cookbook? Now, it's quite funny with that secret cookbook because all of us in the crew want to become Mission Impossible and put slings and all like that up in the roof and come down and collect this cookbook and take it away from us. So she's got all that under lock and key at the moment.
Michael's got airbags.
Yeah.
Michael's got airbags in the back of his 80. I'm never going to catch up to this chat, so I should get on to King Brown here. It's not 4x4, so you put the extras on. Well, anyway, there's a lot of people that think, well, SUV is not a 4x4. Let's get that out of the way. Half the stuff you see, the utes, I mean, a Ranger is a bit of a stretch for a 4x4, let's be honest. Pajero I'd class as a four-wheel drive. Patrol, Land Cruiser. See, once you start to get to the that sort of pretty ute scene, BT50s, Rangers, it's kind of like, not really a 4x4 in a true sense.
That's the thing today. You don't really need a four-wheel drive to get to places.
Mate, you can go to Cape York in a Corolla.
Burnsville out to the Big Red Bash there going back 2 years ago. We went up north and came in through Longreach Way and through Winton and around that way. And there was only like 18K section of dirt road. And I reckon pretty soon it'll be all sealed bitumen all the way out through to Burnsville,
And it's going to be a very sad day when that happens, mate. I did the same trip in the Ranger, and I bolted everything on, mate. The lights, the tyres, the roof, like everything. Got it all specced out, thinking I'm going to Birdsville, this back of buggery place, and I've got to have all the bits, or I'm gonna die, because that's how they sell it to you at the shop. Oh no, you need this, mate. You need that. You need this. It's like, oh, righto. And then I got out there, and you're right. The road is just about bitumen the whole way.
It is,
Going north from Birdsville up to Mount Isa, all through that section. That's a lot of dirt still. And I pulled over there about 100 clicks out of Birdsville, and still about 120 from Zabulia up there. I can't remember now. Anyway, I pulled up and I jumped out, and there's nothing and no one, and it was the most remote I've ever felt. And I didn't bloody dare turn the engine off, because I thought, if I can't start the bloody thing, I'll be stuck. So I left the engine running, jumped out, and just took it all in, because middle of bloody nowhere.
It's quite funny,
it was,
where you get into Birdsville there, and you read the sign there. It says 7 people a population, and then 100,000 people for 7 days. And I thought that was quite funny. Yeah,
that big red bash, mate.
Go and do the big red bash. We absolutely had a blast out there. I caught up with a few Buckaroony community members out there. I met Neville Dunn. He came out there and tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Oh, how you going?" Because I was wearing my Buckaroony shirts around all the time. And there was another mother and daughter was out there. I think their name was Sam and Michelle, and they're from Toowoomba. And they tapped me on the shoulder. G'day, I'm a Buckaroony community guy as well. So I said, great. And we all got along quite well, and caught up with Neville and Matt at the Harvey Bay event back 2 years ago as well, the Bucks one.
Of course. Yeah. That's so good. Michael's got the 80. Michael's loving his 80, and I regret selling my 1977 Range Rover. Yeah, mate, I bet you do. That's a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah,
that
Steve's
is a 4-wheel
off,
drive.
boys, so see you later, Steve.
Steve's off. Righto.
Yeah.
Hooroo, Steve. Sort out those patches, mate. That sounds good to me. SMG. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? 4-wheel drive tax is going to kill everyone. Yeah, it's the next 5 years will be very interesting. That Range Rover is the best 4-wheel drive I ever owned. Yeah, I'm not surprised, mate. How far behind the chat am I, Terry?
Quite a fair way, mate. Yeah.
All right, let's fly through this. We'll catch up. We're out camping. The Oliver family. We are camping at Andrew Dryman Park. Where is that, Oliver's?
Yeah.
Where is that? Yeah, where is that? What else we got here? I'm the last one there waiting for a patch. Get on it, Phil. Get cracking, mate. Time's ticking now. It's almost the stage you need a bush basher. You need a bush basher just to drive around Brisbane. I tell you, some of the people who drive around here, goodness me. Toyota 80 Series is one of the best 4x4s. Yeah, not going to argue, Landy. Anything Toyota. Yeah. Anything Toyota will go forever. Out there touring there. Oh, geez, I really am behind. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Yeah, mate. Went out to the Moreton Bay Expo. What else we got? I think I'm nearly caught up now. Landy Smurf. Yeah, she's a good rig. Yeah, right. Okay. That'd be all right. Yeah. I did meet two young. Oh, Phil's on the trawl. He's out on the prowl. Lukey Reed.
Where is
Rob? Where is the girlfriend? I got to get one first. That's the hard part. If you know any Luke, let me know. I don't talk to about Navarra. I had the Trevor, mate. Good to see you, mate. Welcome in.
Go, Trev. How are you, mate? Yeah, good to see you in the chat.
Wouldn't pull the skin off a custard. Oh, so good. We've been camping out out of a grand. The Swagging Sisters setup, dead set, is one of the best I've seen. I remember seeing it at Bucks. I don't know if you saw it, Terry.
Yep.
And the big pull-out kitchen, I think it was a Drifter one of the like the OG wooden originals.
Wooden original one, yeah.
The amount of gear they get in that Vitara is
It's
incredible.
phenomenal, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and the dogs. 2 dogs, swags, tent, very comfortable, each to their own, but you don't need a lot to enjoy getting out camping. Exactly right. Your setup is very admirable. It is so good.
Yeah. Yeah, the Oliver family's
yeah.
just written, now, Rob, the Andrew Drayton Park is situated at Running Creek, 47 kilometres south of Bow Desert and 19 kilometres from Rathdowney. Just on the
That
Lions
must be you.
Yeah, I've been along the Lions Road there, Tom. Yeah.
That's down near the Lost World, down that way. That's where that is. Yes, yeah, just south of the scenic rim there. Yeah, that's beautiful down there. All that
Have you
area,
ever done
mate,
the Lions Road Trail, Rob?
I've done parts of it. I haven't done the full road. But yeah, it's stunning all through there.
There's one part there along the Lions Trail there is what they call the Pinnacle, and it's a 360-degree view of Tweed Heads and Brisbane City. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal.
Unreal. Yeah. It's good to go on a weekday. Like, you go on the weekends and everyone else is out and about. It's nice to go on a weekend.
Yeah.
What's Steve going on about there before he went? You have no idea. You thought you seen a Navara the other day, and it was a Toyota. Stick it to drink and beer. What?
Yeah, but Queen Mary Falls at Kilcarney is beautiful too. Yeah.
Don't pick on us Navara drivers. See, I've started something here, Terry. The Navara engines are too small. What about the Jeeps? I don't mind a Jeep. Yeah, mate. Yeah, absolutely. That's a stunning spot too, especially after rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. After rain, it's beautiful. You know.
Yeah.
You can, if you want to take your caravan up, you can only go up and down one way because they don't let you go the other way. It's too windy.
Yeah.
Rav 4 will do me, says Phil. Yeah, you should add it to a bit of a trip as you come down for the Legends event, mate. Swing through there and do a night there maybe or something on the drive down.
With the caravan, so yeah, make it a good one. So yeah, we're going to go and see the 3 silos and all like that. So
nice. Yeah, very
it should
good.
be a fantastic holiday, that one.
Yeah. Phil's happy with his Rav 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh mate, I can't wait to hear everyone's stories about them travelling to the event. That's going to be half the fun, you know, seeing everyone coming up and following them all on Facebook and whatever. I needed to be sedated crossing the river on a ferry. I need to be no cruise ships for Nikki. That's for sure. Welcome, Nikki. Howdy. Hope you're well. The Virgin ship looks good. Jeez, far out. I'm 1,000 kilometres behind this chat. Right, I'm gonna jump a few, unless I see something that jumps out. Here we go. Did you see when Simon tipped the boat and they lost the quad bike on the bottom of the river? That's the fakest. Didn't they get it up again? Didn't they pull it from the river or something? I do remember that series, and I know they tried to get it out. I can't remember if they did or not. But floating things over on like on old empty fuel drums and stuff like this. There just happens to be 4 fuel drums at the side of the creek or whatever. Whatever.
Well staged.
Yeah, totally. Right, I'm going to skip over a few here. Sorry, folks. A few of us did a video chat with Mr. Turtle the other day. Seems it went well, in good spirits. It's great to chat to him. He has plenty of stories. Jack Turtle is a true legend. Absolute true legend.
It was a fantastic night. There was a few of us on Friday night that came together. There was myself, Mr. Turtle, and Landy and Roachy and Wixie. We all got together on Friday night, just like sitting around the campfire, just doing like men's talk. So, guys, if you're interested in that and you want to be a part of that one night, get on to Landy Smurf and come in and join us. We had a fantastic night telling stories and all like that type of stuff. I highly recommend it. So, yeah.
I'm just skimming over the chat here, folks. Bear with me a moment. Trying to catch up to you all. I used to drive my little Gemini down from Booyah on the dirt. That's exactly right. I mean, if you drive whatever you've got the right way, you don't need it. You don't need all this crap. Yeah, exactly right. Landy, I did parts of Barrington Tops and a Honda Jazz. Who cares what you have? Just get out there and enjoy. That's right, Landy, and that was sort of my mantra right at the start. And sometimes we lose our way in all the hype and the gimmicks and everything else, which was why going to the four-wheel drive show today was someone who's not into it, or not into it, just haven't done it. You know what I mean? And like getting excited about it was a real refresher. Real nice eye opener.
Yeah.
Subaru all the way, says Trev. And Subarus, they go hard. The not so much the WRXs or whatever, but they've got the I went bush bashing in one on Bribey Island years and years ago, and I thought for sure this thing was going to conk out, and it went hard all day. The old Subarus,
was that
mate.
the Brumby, like a Brumby's Ute type of thing, Rob?
No, I want to say like a station wagon type thing.
Is it right?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. It came up on my Facebook memories the other day, and I watched the little clip again, and we're all bouncing around in this tiny little Subaru full of people. It was a lot of fun. But Subarus, absolutely rate them. Ronnie Dale almost convinced me. The news convinced me on news. Yeah, longevity, Buck. That's my concern. They work now. Will they work in 5 years, 10 years? I just don't know. And it's a lot of money again on something that hasn't had longevity.
Susie Elms just joined the chat.
Oh, Susie, howdy. Welcome in. I'll get to you in probably another hour. the way I'm going here. The other was Andrew Dry. Oh, that's what you were saying before. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, down near that's down near Lost World entry area. Yeah, Ross is on. Ross, hello. Lakes Entrance. Mate, I love Lakes. Have you been to Lakes Entrance, mate?
Yeah, have you been down that way? Yeah, beautiful part of the world.
Stunning. Yeah. Stunning. I put a little, some of you probably don't follow me on my personal Facebook page, and that's totally fine. It's a personal one, whatever. Back in 2018, geez, these beers go down well. I went and helped out after the bushfires, right, over New Year's Eve, where they ran to the beach. And you might remember a bloke who was driving a fire truck and jumped on and said, he's cruising down the road, fighting a fire, pulled up, and there was obviously a cameraman there or whatever. And this is when ScoMo was over in Hawaii and all the rest of the carry on. And he pulls up, winds down the window, he goes, "You from the media?" And obviously the media chick or whatever goes, yeah. And I won't repeat it word for word. And he goes, "We can go and tell the Prime Minister to go and get, so-and-so from Nelligan," right? And it went viral, mate. We all saw it. This bloke was just, you could tell he was at his wit's end. He'd probably just done a 20-hour day or whatever. Yep. I don't know if he was a volunteer or a paid person or whatever. I don't know. But he echoed the thoughts of everyone in the country, right? At that particular moment, with everything that was going on, I don't think anyone in the country disagreed with him because he was spot on. And, having gone down there...
now he's been stood down, apparently. So
I think it was like the following day or something. Like it was pretty quick after, I'm pretty sure, he was let go, which is an absolute joke. And touching a little bit on the SES stuff as well, all that crap to become an SES officer is that's a scam anyway. But yeah, I get real fired up about that. I went down to Malakuta. I went down to Lakes. Well, the fire didn't quite get to Lakes Entrance. Malakuta, Eden, all that. The day after, when they let us all in, the public back in, I'm driving in with people who are seeing their house for the first time, mate. And I dropped about somewhere between... Yeah, mate, I've never seen anything like it. I've put some photos on Facebook, not many, out of respect. I spent about 7 or 10 grand down there, just off my own back, trying to help out and cleaning people's houses and lifting rubble and roofs that have totally collapsed and the whole lot. You just get in there and you help. I was on long service leave at my previous job at the time, so I was just sitting at home. I remember sitting here and seeing the stuff at New Year's Eve, and I said, this is bullshit. And about a week or two later, whatever it was, I jumped in the truck and just headed down in the ute, and off I went. But when I found out, it might have even been Nicky Slade who told me, or someone, or Jace, I think, who told me that he got fired. I was furious. I just can't believe it, and the work that and you go down there, some of those places, and Buck went down there on his trip, and as of many others since then, the places are still, there's parts where they're still stuffed, mate. And it's the Lismore floods, for example. I went to Lismore about a month and a half ago, just on a day trip with a mate. We went up into the Kyogle and the bush and all up there doing some tracks and whatever. And you go into Lismore, mate, 3/4 of it is still a ghost town. It's just destroyed still. And how many years ago was that? Oh, Jesus, I get fired up about that. I tell you.
2013 floods in Brisbane, especially over in Ipswich area and stuff, around Sadler's Crossing. All those people have been affected and still haven't had their homes repaired today. It's very sad. Yeah, it is. It is. I get real fired up about it. Like, as soon as someone starts talking about it, I just I just turn into a big rant. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to fix it for the future, but geez, it pisses me off, I tell you. Lukey Alexander's on. Howdy, mate. And, Lukey. How are you, mate?
Yeah, hopefully you got the night off, mate. And down with a beer and fried chicken. Howdy, mate. You. If there's any chicken left, bring it over. I got nothing for dinner. So it's beers on an empty stomach. Susie, howdy. And I think he got stood down. Yeah, I'm certain something like that happened. And I hope he's picked up work or whatever. I don't know what's happened to him since, but that's just a joke. And sure, he swore, and he probably didn't do it the politically correct way. But when we all remember the fires, right? It was in people's houses. It wasn't on their doorstep. It was wiping people's houses out, and there was no support. Old mate ScoMo's over in bloody Hawaii doing whatever, and I remember going down on that drive down there to help these people out. The helicopters with the water buckets, they were still taking off. I pulled over, started filming, and they came down to the lake with the big bloody bucket of water and hover and fill it up. As soon as they're gone, another one would come in, and this is at the end of the fires. You can't even imagine what it was like when it was there. You saw the footage of the big red sky and on New Year's Eve on the beach. You go to that beach. I'm sure Buck probably went to the beach too, and people who have visited down that way since. You can see the fire went right to the sand. These people got rescued by the Navy boats, or the Army boats or whatever department it was. I don't know. But the little jetty that they went and launched from to get everyone off the beach, that's gone. Like, that was burnt. It's like just chaotic, mate. And I don't know. I'd get a bit fired up on that.
G'day, Jenny Cameron. How you going this evening?
Howdy, Jenny. Oh, yeah, I see you there. Yeah. Nicky Slade, we are constantly told not to speak to media. Yeah, look, I'll back that bloke any day of the week. I would, I'd shout him a bloody beer at the pub, I tell you. He echoed the nation at that moment and summed it up pretty magnificently, I think. I think the camera at Terry's computer is actually a potato.
Well, I'm just using the laptop camera at the moment. I've got to get a decent camera because it looks very, very hazy.
Mate, I wasn't going to say anything.
That's all right.
But, I love the background, mate. Your background is ace, mate. That's brilliant.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, I got the caravan that side, and make it yourself on that side. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's bloody
Brett,
good.
That was from Brett from SMG, and Steve and Rob Richmond actually got him to make it up for me, and it was a massive surprise. And I can't thank Brett and the boys for doing that. That's great. Yeah,
it's brilliant, isn't it? I might have to get onto him and get one for Wanderer HQ, mate. Put it out the front.
Yeah.
That's a beauty.
Yeah.
Who's this? Jenny Cameron? Welcome in. My son lives near Bairnsdale. Excuse me. And his house was saved by the water helicopter. Good stuff. Well done.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah, that I'd never seen him before. Like obviously on TV, but when you see him in real life, it's such a tactical effort to get that bloody bucket in the right spot and whatever, and then hover there and then lift off.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see. You know,
Yeah, I think
absolutely
they
amazing
actually
to see.
came from America, didn't they, Rob?
Yeah, the old Elvis one,
Yeah,
the big yellow one. Yeah, that was originally a Yank one, I think. But they
Yeah.
just had. By the time I got down here, it was just the small helicopters with a big bucket on a cable or however it works. I don't know, but yeah, fascinating to see.
yeah.
Michael saying, "G'day
Laney's
to
gonna
Jenny."
take off. See you later,
Oh,
Laney.
big storm rolling
be
in.
safe the storm. Yeah,
Yeah, mate. Turn your computer off. Don't have your computer on when the lightning hits.
Yeah,
That's
mate.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Nikki's agreeing there.
Mark
Yes, we do
Lovell
as well.
said, Elvis was from US. Yeah, Mark, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he was definitely done a dirty, Nicky. I hope he's all right. I hope someone's followed up and made sure he's all right. Elvis, why can't I show that? Elvis was from the US. Yeah, that's right. That was a huge deal when old Elvis came to town or to the country,
it was,
and I don't know if we own one ourselves now. We bought one or made one. I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I know they cost a mint, mate. They are
do.
not cheap. Bairnsdale's a great town. Loved it. Actually, I love country Victoria. The weather did me.
I really
in
like
Bali.
Victoria
no.
too. Yeah, Victoria is a beautiful place, especially when you go down and do the Great Ocean Road. You know,
Yep.
yeah, some beautiful scenery, and I really love the sheer cliff faces and that down as you go along where London Bridge and all like that is along the Great Ocean Road. Yeah, beautiful countryside that is. Yeah.
Yeah, haven't done the Ocean Road yet, but touched in a little bit of Kelly country and where Ned Kelly used to hang out, and
Yeah,
that's stunning
that was
through there.
Gungowan, wasn't it? Yeah, where Ned Kelly.
Glenrowan, Euroa, and there's another town, that sort of Kelly country triangle, and it's just stunning scenery. If there was work there, mate, I'd move there, but there's I don't think there's much in the way of work.
Yeah.
Same as Hobart, you know. I'd move to Hobart tomorrow if someone offered me a full-time job down
I'd
there.
love to live in Hobart for 8 months of the year. I reckon it'd be great.
Phil, what do we got? 35 water transport, my old unit, and family live in Bateson Bay. Yeah, right. Oh, 35 is in the Fireys. Yeah, okay. I live in the Bay at Nelligan for 16 years. Did you know the bloke, Philip, who sung out of the truck? I'm sure you remember it. But if you do, let us know. Let us know if he's all right. I'd love to know. Bloody legend, as far as I'm concerned. Bairnsdale and surrounds our old stomping ground, but too cold for us now. Yeah, I love the cold. How are you, Terry? Do you prefer the cold or the heat?
Oh, mate, probably the cold, because you can always get warm when it's cold. It's very hard to keep cool when it's hot.
That's right. Yeah, I agree. Oh, that's it. Beechworth.
Cold. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one, Craig. Yeah, Beechworth. A bit of the other triangle of the Ned Kelly country. And I don't do podcasts, mate. I don't really listen to audio books or anything like that. But Peter Fitzsimmons did the Ned Kelly story, right? And I turned it on Spotify the other day, because Spotify allows you now to listen to audio books if you pay for the premium subscription. Yeah, it's pretty good. And I started listening to the Ned Kelly story, I guess. And fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Beechworth, yeah.
We did the trail when we went through central New South Wales, Rob, on Captain Thunderbolt, and where he hid out and all like that, and where he got shot. Yeah, absolutely tremendous trail it is. So if you haven't done it, guys, I highly recommend it. Check out Captain Thunderbolt. Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's the old bushrangers, mate. They incredible, really.
And Ben Wall.
The Royal National Park
one as well, Rob. Yeah.
Yeah, the Hall. Yeah, Ben Hall. Yeah, he was. He's a Queenslander, isn't he?
He is, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. The Queenslander. Uralla was Captain Thunderbolt. Yeah, that's right. And Ross is in. Mark Lavelle. Everyone's saying, "Oh, what's this? Swaggies." I love that dog print. The dog paw print little emoji thing. I think that's brilliant. Tyler's not keen on the cold. and I live here in Tassie. Well, you're in a bit of trouble, mate. You need to reassess your living arrangements, mate. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. So, yeah, I went to the 4-wheel drive show. I think I've pretty much caught up on the chat there. Great bakery at Beechworth, says Craig. There's a good one at Glenrowan too. Ben Hall. Yeah, Ben Hall, that's him. Thunderbolt Way is a great drive. Yeah, nice. Got the aircon on, says Phil. Thunderbolt's Way, Uralla to Gloucester. I didn't know Thunderbolt went through Uralla. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Euroa. Yeah, okay. Anyway, it's all bloody beautiful down there, that's for sure. There's a bushranger in Launceston called Diddley Long, a.k.a. Lukey Reed.
Actually, talking about Lukey Reed, I had a fantastic visit when Lukey came up. He called into Harvey Bay and seen us, and he was staying just in a little caravan park just over at Scarness there, and caught up with Lukey. Absolutely fantastic guy. And I'd love to get down there and visit around Hobart and Tasmania and Launceston and all like that, where Lukey lives, and check out his wonderful countryside. I reckon it'd be absolutely beautiful, you know.
It's so beautiful down there, mate. And like I said, I'd move there tomorrow if I could. Yeah. And Lukey Reed is a dead set legend. And,
he is.
Yeah, we tried to catch up while he was coming up on his trip, but I was literally driving to Tassie as he was driving north, and it just didn't work, unfortunately. So did you learn to cook anything from King Brown, Rob? What did he cook? He cooked like a olive bread type thing this afternoon. It was fantastic. Cooked it in the Weber, not in the camp oven. He put a picture up on his Facebook page, Camp Oven King. Check it out, and it tasted beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But I bought a camp oven off him with my own money, my own funds. Yeah. So I've got. Sorry, I'm out of the picture here. Hang on, let me do that. Let me do that. That might help.
There you go.
So I learned something today. How do you refer to the size of your camp oven, Terry? If I was to say to you, Terry, how big is your camp oven?
Yeah, so I'd say 12 quarter. I think it is. Is it quarter?
That?
12 inch? No, probably. Yeah, so it'd be 12 inch. So it goes up in inches. So I've got a 9-inch and also a 12-inch camp oven.
Yeah, so the way it works is if you go into your local camping store and walk onto the shelf, onto the counter, and look at the box and it says 2 quart, 12 quart, 9 quart, whatever, it's made overseas. If it says 11 inches, 6 inches, 2 inches, whatever, it's Aussie made.
Aussie made.
There you go. I learnt that today. I did not know that. And because when Freddie Boots is on. Yeah, howdy, folks. Gary, sorry, have you perfected the shepherd's pie yet, mate? I do have a clip up, and we got it right. So check that out, mate, on the Wanderer channel. It took me 3.5 hours to cook it.
It was quite funny when Rob tried to redeem himself with Rob Richmond. We all said that Rob Richmond was in hospital with a bad stomach food poisoning, and a lot of people believed it. But Rob Richmond said it was quite yummy. So he did.
Yeah, it was good
on that one. So.
I might give it a crack at the camp out. Well, I've got my new little camp oven here, so we'll give it a go.
Just bring your
it just took me
just in case.
That's right. It took me about 3.5 hours to cook it, so I buggered that up. So this is the camp oven, the little one I bought today. Let me get him out. It's got a King Brown on him there. Right. I don't know if you can see that.
Is that an aluminium one? Is it, Rob?
Yeah.
What does he call it? Bloody spun steel or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, so that's it's got the logo on the front,
right?
And nice that charcoal black look, whatever colour, I suppose. And where am I going to put this? Let me put this. I'll put that up there. I'll put it up there and I'll forget it's there and then go looking for my lid for the next 3 hours. A handle, obviously.
Got a handle for it, yeah.
Yeah. And this here is the actual camp oven itself.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can see, silver on the inside, ready to go.
Yeah.
And
So with
the
the
equivalent of it.
Rob, do you have to season it like the cast iron?
Yeah, he reckons no, you can just get stuck into it. But I'm going to do it anyway. I'll put the layer of oil in there and bake it in type thing and all that sort of stuff.
Sure.
I'm just a bit of a traditionalist like that. But it's a lot lighter than my other one, which is somewhere here. I would say, geez, I've actually forgotten how heavy this actually is.
Yeah, the cast iron.
I would say,
yeah,
I'd say King Brown's is half the weight, easy. Of the this is one from like BCF, Tent World, whatever it was, Pioneer brand, and I would say that's half the weight easily. And when weight's an issue, when you're camping, for what the weight of your car, it makes a huge difference.
I can imagine, yeah.
But it's gorgeous. Yeah. So I picked that up off him today, and but he's also helping us out with the event. So let me just what's been going on in the chat here.
No, it's been great. Yeah.
We'll do.
Great for out there touring off, like Craig.
Have you perfected shepherd's pie? 10 and 12 inch. What are you talking about there, Robin?
Robin's talking about the camp ovens. Get your mind out of the gun.
Freddie Boots, just realised you're on. Welcome, mate. I hope you're well.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a good night, mate. Bit of a unscheduled, just a random jump on. We thought, why not? And Phil's reached 5,000 subscribers and 1 million views, so we're celebrating for him.
Yeah.
What's Mark got to say? We had a great feed at the Sheffield pub, and there was an alpaca down the main street. Rafa was scared of him. Alpacas, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could do some bloody damage. No more baked beans, Rob. They're still in the kit, Phil. Don't you worry.
So, Rob,
emergency.
Going back to your camp oven, mate, what's the first thing you're going to cook up in it, mate?
I've got to do a shepherd's pie. It's got to be.
You've got to do a shepherd's pie in it, right?
It's got to be. But I tell you what, you get onto King Brown's YouTube channel or his website or Facebook, the recipes he's got, I'm feeling pretty confident, mate. Like, confidence is high. So stand by for a few Wanderer cooking episodes. And, they're coming. And, the confidence is high. We'll see how long it lasts.
With the camp oven, Rob, you just got to think of it like using an oven at home. So you can virtually do anything in them. It's
that's no help to me, Terry.
Yeah, I love the camp ovens. I have an absolutely blast cooking in them, like baking in them and doing roast and all like that, and stews and all like that type of stuff. And there's so many ways you can use the camp ovens. Like, guys, if you want to do pizza with camp ovens as well too, Rob, turn them up and actually upside down and use the lid as your base for doing your pizza.
As the base. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think you might have told me that trick on the last camp out. I think it's aluminium, not spun. Yeah, I think you're right, Robin. Sorry. Yeah, you might be right on that one. Craig's off. Been a big week and a half with a trip to the Victorian High Country. Good stuff, mate. Look forward to the videos. It would be alloy. I don't know. I'm looking forward to using it. Alloy for sure. King Brown camp ovens are aluminium. There you go. Thanks, Pete. Bit of a confirmation there. It's the weight is incredible. That so good.
It'd be interesting too, Rob. But you reckon it might have hot spots in different areas with the aluminium? I've never used aluminium before. I'm a big fan of the cast iron.
Yep. Being a King Brown camp oven, I'm going to say no. I don't think he'd sell or use a camp oven that did that. You know what I mean? it's a damn good question. But knowing who he is, because he caters for hundreds of people at a
that's
time
right, hundreds of
sometimes.
people. Yeah, he does.
Yeah. I'd imagine he's probably got it nailed pretty well. But I don't know. Is the answer? Yeah. We'll soon find out. Find out.
No, it'd be great.
Make something else, says Robin. I don't know what else to make. I'll grab a recipe off King Brown's book, and we'll have a look. Terry, Rob don't have an oven. I've got an oven, Terry. Someone showed me how to use it once. Not a fan of the long neck sheep myself. I can't blame Rafa for that. I love that, the long neck sheep. Oh, that's good. That's good. So while we're talking about King Brown, and before I get distracted again, what we'll do is we'll go through what he's supplied us for the camp out. There'll be a little video on this tomorrow morning. We shot a little thing at the expo with him. But those of you who are lucky enough or silly enough to be online right now, get a little sneak preview, I guess. It's all obviously King Brown products and stuff like that. So there's possibly a damper competition that may be happening. So one of the prizes we'll definitely dedicate for that at the camp out event. So get practicing, folks. What do we got here? Keep the heat low, more heat from top. Yeah, I'm a long way from just even knowing what that's about, Phil. That's it.
Exactly.
I love King Brown's little slogan is "Burn and learn," and I said that's a good one, King.
I can tell you one funny thing. When I first started the camp oven, I tried making a damper, and it's still sitting out the front there. I'm still using it as wheel chop today, and that's going back 15 years. Yeah.
I'll be able to supply another one, I reckon, in about a week's time.
Come from the other side, you reckon?
That's right. Safety first, mate. Safety first. Right. Pavlova says, Graham, mate, I would love to do that. That would be good.
It's quite easy to do a Pavlova in the camp oven, Rob. Because it's perfect temperature all the way through.
All the way through. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mark Lavelle's suggestion. I watched Bucks one now. I was very impressed by that. That was a good live stream, mate. I don't know if he's still online, but well done, mate. That was good.
Yeah. I was still yet to try that one actually from Annie Maria made them, and
that was a good wholesome live. I really enjoyed that one. I didn't see it live. I had to watch it back. I wasn't home at the time, but Rob, King Brown. King Brown has some videos on his YouTube channel on how to cook. Yeah, exactly, Pete. And we little video I did with him today, we give him a massive plug. I know a lot of you folks on here already know who he is and what he's about, but we just want to spread the word. He's such a top bloke. And the dollar value of what he's donated for the raffle and the prizes and whatever is just astonishing. You know, he runs his own business. He's by himself. He runs the whole thing solo, and he's really, really dug deep and helped us out. It's fantastic. We'll wait for your review in the King Brown camp oven. Absolutely, Susie. We'll see how many Akubras it gets.
Good night, Gary. He's off.
Oh, he's off, is he? Okay. No. Oh, yeah, Gary. Yeah. Thanks for the chat. Absolutely, Gary, mate. And thanks for dropping in. Pavlova, now you're talking, says Phil. Robin wants, I think, some Pavlova as well. Just check your flour. I love the way King Brown does his recipes. He's like, if this is the flour, he's like, right, he's got to get the flour and you just put this much in. And then you get your sauce and you put that much in.
And he gets this will do. And he's just rolling it.
Oh, I love it. It's so good. It's so good. Lamb's fry. Oh, mate. Bacon and onion. Yes, Graham. Yeah. When will that be ready, mate? I'll come around. That sounds bloody good to me. Great pies at the old Blacksmith Cafe, Sheffield.
Oh,
right. Blacksmith Cafe. That's a good name. Night, guys. Yeah, cheers, Gary. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well, and see you soon. Stay tuned for the video tomorrow morning.
Bush measurements. Yeah, that's right, Buck. He's a true blue bushy. He is. Yeah.
And he actually learnt. I was talking to him off camera as well. He actually learnt from like old stockmen and old station cooks and stuff like that when he was a young fella. And I think his old man used to run a station as well or something like that. So he one of the last people who knows the old ways, if you know what I mean, like the way they used to do it when you had one cook on a great big station and all that, and out in the middle of the back country or whatever. Just so good, so good. Remember
I feel
self-raising
sorry
flour?
for him in a way too, Rob, because back when Lismore and all got flooded, he got flooded as well, unfortunately, and all of his camp ovens and all like that just got absolutely destroyed from the floods. So my heart goes out to Rob. It really does. To lose
Absolutely, and we. And off camera today we talked about that, and he's still not living in Lismore. He's living out at his parents' folks folks' house, I should say.
Yep.
So he still can't go home because the place is still a disaster. It's just it's so sad, and his is one story of many, and like I said, I drove down there about a month or two ago, and the place is still a disaster zone. It's just a joke. King Brown has made a couple of dampers in his day. Absolutely, the absolute best, I tell you. Hit the like button, everyone. Go on your mark. Thanks, mate. Hit that like button. I love lamb. So do I, Phil. Lamb is the traditional shepherd's pie from old bloody convict days. I'm there with your buck, says Susie. Just don't ask what's in it. Just eat it. Just shut up and eat. That's what I was always brought up, Be grateful you got bloody anything, is what I used to get told. It's a good way to be. Lamb's fry equals boot leather. It's got to be done right. It's got to be done right. Shut it. Oh, sorry, Robin. Dean, hey Terry, Migaloo's Pier tomorrow doing a reno. Outdoor area is getting turned into an ice creamery. Ice cream. G'day, Dean.
Yeah, go, Dean.
Yeah.
So Migaloo is the pier. Okay, I might go down and have a look, Dean. Yeah.
All right, we'll do a poll. See if I can work this out. We'll do a poll. Hopefully this whole thing doesn't freeze up on me.
Okay.
Righto. It's all
time.
going a bit. Gumtree Pies, Beechworth, Yakadana, now Wodonga. The sausage rolls are the best I've ever had. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Lismore will be ever the same again either, unfortunately, Buck. Yeah, it's a real shame.
All right. Hang on, I'm just trying to we'll get a poll going here.
I'm using stream. G'day, Grant, how are you? Congratulations.
Grant's in the building.
Winning the jackpot, mate.
Yeah, absolutely, Grant. And stay tuned. We'll have all the stuff coming to you. I'm going to get your address to the lads, and they'll get their patches to you and all that sort of stuff. So keep an eye out in the mailbox, mate. I got your email and your message on Instagram, mate. We'll get that happening this week.
Yeah. Well, Grant, if you got me on Facebook, Grant, send me a private message, mate, with all your details, and I'll send it down to you.
Stand by, folks. I'm just trying to get this poll going. Here we go. When you use StreamYard, you can't do a poll from StreamYard. It's a bit silly. You've got to do it from bloody YouTube. Analytics. I'm just bouncing around here, folks. Talk amongst yourselves. Maybe if I click on... No, that doesn't work. How does this work? Details. If I go there, we'll see what this does.
Just asking Susie if her and Grant know each other, and Susie's reply was, yes, they're a couple. Okay, wow.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Hang on a sec. I think we're getting there.
So has everyone had a great weekend this weekend? Ours is pretty quiet. Just sat around home and relaxed.
Tell Phil what awful is.
Right.
We've worked
it out. We've worked it out. Start poll. Right, it's up. Get into it. Hopefully you can all see that. If you can't see
yes, he does have fantastic grant. Yeah. Send me a private message, mate, and we'll get that down to you. Yeah.
Yeah. So Grant asked, can I do a damper? I will. I'll do one, Grant. I'll do a damper. And,
Excellent.
Yeah. I'll,
So will you
no
do a
doubt it'll be a
savoury
laugh.
or a sweet one, Rob?
Oh, geez. I don't know. I'll do a damper.
A spotted one or a normal one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Righto.
It does.
Is the poll working?
Yeah.
Weekends go too fast. They certainly do. Sorry, Robin. I will get onto it. Right. So King Brown, the legend that he is, we have a couple of things here. Let me get this sorted out. One of the items. Now, what I'm thinking we'll do, we might pair this lid lifter.
Yeah.
We'll get this lid lifter. Yeah, so he's given us a lid lifter. Now,
Awesome.
we've got a couple of signed books, recipe books as well, right? So let me get. I don't eat organs, says Bark. That's a relief.
Well, that's an awful smell.
So we've got the lid lifter, but he's also thrown in, and this is pretty cool. He's personally signed some of the camp books.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so he's got the camping books out. The camp cooking books, which is great. And on the inside,
That one.
on the inside, we were filming this little thing, and we were talking about the lid lifter, right? And and talking about how good the hook was, and you can hook it onto the lid, and you can after you hook it on, you can lift it up, and it's so good because the hook doesn't fall off. And anyway, he's writing in the book at the same time we're talking, and he goes to write happy cooking, and he wrote happy hooking.
Happy hooking.
happy hooking instead of happy cooking. So I reckon we pair this up with the lid lifter. So however we do this, we'll get to everyone on how this is all going to get given away. But we'll pair those two up because I think that's funny.
That book is a fantastic book. We bought
100%
back from Ron, and he's got some fantastic recipes in there.
He's got roasts. I mean, just going through it here, breads.
Yeah, he's got everything.
Breakfast damper. I mean, it's so good. Gluten-free dampers.
Mm-hmm.
Cinnamon dates. $25, folks. Online at his store. Get on there.
Absolutely worth it.
It's just so good. So he's got, how many have we got? We've got one of them. There might be some still in the car, I think. You got that one right. Happy cooking.
Happy cooking. Woohoo!
You spelled that one right. But I reckon we pair this one up with a lid lifter because that's pretty funny.
Sure, mate. Sounds great.
Happy cooking. And then what's he got in this one? I think he wrote the same thing. Happy cooking again. And I think there's one or two more. I must have left them in the car. But so we've got a bunch of books. And the lid lifter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even if
absolutely.
you don't want that book, guys, I highly recommend you purchasing them. He's got some fantastic recipes in there.
Totally. Oh, this is another book. Maybe it was 4 books. I can't remember now. Sorry, folks. But hang on a sec. My computer's doing its own thing here at the moment. You still got me?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yep, still there. Yeah, beauty. What's going on in the chat? Anyone? It's awful, Freddy Boots. We got that one. I was going to make a camp.
Sorry,
I was going to make a camp. Phil's going to make a camp cookbook, but then summer hit, and he got too hot to use my PC. I'll do it anyway, Phil.
Yeah. Phil McCavan said just seasoning his first camp oven. Cool.
And frying pan next week.
The camp oven cooking, Phil. I absolutely do, mate. It's fantastic to use. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Philip, Camp King, King Brown is doing a lot on the frying pan these days.
Okay.
Instead of directly on the grill. So he's so good. He comes to these shows. Check out your shows that come through your town because what he does, he says he doesn't try anything at home. He'll be at home and he'll think, oh, what if I try this and I mix that with that? And is that going to make a good damper? He won't trial it. He'll go to the show and just make it and see what happens.
Yeah.
That's the best way so to do it. Totally.
Yeah.
This is one. This is the first one.
Yeah.
So he's written this one here. This one's a little bit more special. Where's the light? I don't know if you can see that. Hang on, let me take that off. Oh no, can you see that?
Just, mate. Yeah.
Is that better? If I cover my face? Yeah. He's got Legends for Charity, Damper King 2024. That's for the damper. Happy cooking and signed by Ron.
Excellent.
And that's the one for the damper winner. Now, this is the big beauty. This is the. Hang on, we'll get to it in a second. He's also thrown in a set of his gloves.
Yeah, they're great gloves, those. Yeah,
these are fantastic.
Here in Maryborough, and I highly recommend them. Yeah.
Yeah. Rated up to 800 degrees.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I love the colour in them. I love that purple.
Yeah, we've got the purple ones, yeah.
Yeah, they're fantastic. So they're them as well.
Yep.
So get practicing, everyone, on your camp cooking.
Yeah, most
We've got the scrubber. He's got his own King Brown.
That's the one with the little metal rings, isn't it, Rob?
Yeah, that's it. Hopefully you can sort of see that.
They're really good to scrub your camp ovens with too, guys. They don't scratch it at all. We've got one. I've used it for a few years now, and I highly recommend them. Yeah,
I bought my very own a couple of years ago when I first met Ron and mate. I still got it. It goes great. It just keeps coming.
All the family, take care.
Oh, farewell, folks. Now he's also thrown in the big aluminium camp oven. So this is the big sucker. Obviously it comes with the lid and a little King Brown. Don't know if you can see that King Brown logo on top.
Yep.
And then obviously the big camp oven itself.
Yeah.
21 inches, I think it is.
Yep.
Let me put this down.
What a fantastic prize.
Yeah, and it's obviously got the handle and everything, and it's also he's thrown in the bag as well. Right. So canvas bag.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can sort of see that. Yeah, absolutely awesome. He just sort of kept throwing more and more things in the box. Yep. I said, mate, are you sure? Because he runs his own business. He's he's an absolute legend. And I mean, just the books alone, I would have been happy with. But to throw all that in is just fantastic.
Yeah.
He's bummed that he can't make it. He's got the Newcastle show on at the same time. So unless that gets cancelled for whatever reason, unfortunately he won't be able to make it. The Olivers are out, as you were saying. Hooroo, folks, if you're still here. Thanks for dropping in on your Sunday night. Yeah. Teresa will be in touch. Graham, talking about books. Can we? So keep an eye on your emails there, Graham. Teresa will be in touch very, very soon. And with all the details and stuff. And as will we. We'll have a video out very, very soon.
Yep.
Teresa will be in touch. See, Oliver's. What's this? The alloy camp oven would not matter if you scratch it. That's right, Phil. Yeah, no, absolutely. Right. But that is incredibly light. You saw the way I was just like manhandling that thing. Then that is so light. That's not. To be honest, that's not.
You probably find too, Rob, that you don't need as much heat on them as well, being aluminium.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. That's only a little bit heavier than the one I bought off him.
Yep.
You know, that is seriously. You could not hold a camp oven like that in your hand, like this, like a traditional one. You know, cast iron. Yeah. That is just light as. It's so good.
No, it is great. Yeah.
So yeah, that's come from Ron. So thank you, mate. And if you watch this back at any time or anything like that, thank you so much. That's hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of prizes, folks. That is a serious donation. I think the gloves retail for 75 or 80. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that's what we
Something
paid
like that.
on back then.
Yeah. The books are 25 each. I think the lid lifter might be about 75 as well. Don't quote me on this. Check the website.
The lid lifters are stainless steel, the ones that Ron makes, mate.
Yeah,
all stainless
absolutely.
steel, 316.
I've still got
So it'll never rust.
I've still got mine here.
Yeah.
So this is that's my one, my personal one that I bought off him at the show about a year ago.
Yeah.
And still perfect, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely amazing.
We went away camping one time out at Gameri there, out at the bush camp there at Gameri, and there was a fella that
I'll be back.
Metal ones, and Steve Fuller one and gave it to me to make up one, and I actually made my own lid lifter just out of 8mm rod. And I'll grab it shortly when you get back on film, and I'll show you because they're a fairly easy product to make. So I'll just grab it for you. Hang on a sec.
Buck's there saying that those style of gloves are great. Yeah, they certainly are. 800 degrees, I think. You can stick your hand in a fire that's 800 degrees hot, and you'll be right. I wouldn't recommend it though. I'll be interested to know if the Camp King
that I made. So I've just got
nice, mate.
And made my own up. Yeah, fairly easy.
Nice.
Just welded them all together and away I went.
Yeah.
They're a fantastic thing. I reckon they hold the lid a lot more stronger than just the normal hook. Yeah,
it's a safety thing, mate. Yeah, 100%. It's all about safety.
It's they're a fantastic idea. Yeah.
I'll be interested to know if the Camp King ovens hold their shape after a few uses. He uses the same ones every show he goes to, and they all looked fine to me. Yeah, Susie, they looked, and he uses them just about every day. That's how he cooks. It's how he lives. Yeah. I've got a spun steel also. It does get used, but I prefer the cast iron. A lot of traditionalists out there, Jenny, and I'm a bit of a traditionalist as well. I'm very curious to see how this one goes.
Yeah, I prefer the cast iron any day over the spun steel, only because with the when you're using fire or heat beads like that, I find that the spun steel doesn't cook evenly compared to the cast iron. That cast iron really contracts the heat into them, you know.
Contracts the heat. But then Buck makes a good point there, which I'm all for, and the weight, you know. The weight is just full on with the cast iron, you know. The King Brown alloys, they are very thick. About that thick. How's the diet going, Wanderer? Yeah, it was going good until, wow. Are these low carb? Are these low carb at least?
Dean O'Connor's just got to take off. Good night, Dean. Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, hooroo, Dean. Yeah, mate, thanks for dropping by, mate. It all good fun and good to see you in here. But that was a lot of fun. Like I said, the video will be out tomorrow morning with King Brown.
Looking forward to it.
This little chat while he was at the show and all that sort of stuff, and a bit of a catch up and that kind of thing. And he's a good man. He mentioned that he still remembers, Buck, when you came in to see him at Cairns and they wouldn't let you in with the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that, and they wouldn't let you in with your camera to film with him.
Cameras, I remember that time. Yeah.
Up at Cairns that was, and I feel I've been looking for a good cast iron fry pan for ages. Found one at a kitchen store at Robina Shopping Centre.
A good cast iron fry pan. You just have to have a look around at the camping stores, mate, and see what you can find. Yeah.
Right, the polls in, it was a resounding no. 79% say no. No one likes the lamb's fry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Or the offal either.
Oh, dear. Or the offal. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember Buck was filthy. So do I, Mark. I remember that was a big moment. And,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
But yeah, the iPhones all have videos on them. Yeah, bloody idiots. Yeah,
And now it's all the opposite. Everyone wants you to film them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. You
I do
walk around
admit
with a
too,
tripod.
like I use the iPhone for my videos, and the
Yep.
video footage is quite clear. So it's surprising, you know, technology with the phones, how good the cameras are in them. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, I took my camera, the one I'm using here, to do the shoot with him, and I forgot to take the batteries, right? And then I was like, oh, that's all right. I've got the little 240 power supply. So he had 240 at his tent, and as in power, 240 volt. And I pulled out the power supply. It was the wrong bloody power supply.
Oh no!
So there we were. I've got my new Samsung Galaxy 4 million plus ultra duper super duper flies a spaceship phone, and just stood there with the phone. And I watched the footage back before, and it was fine. You know. You don't really need all this rubbish.
Roachie's
out.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. Some of us
Thanks
have
for
to work
tuning in
tomorrow.
tonight,
See you
mate.
next time, Wanderer. Yeah, thanks, mate. Good to see you. And I hope to catch up soon. When I interviewed King Brown, I used my own phone. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, that's right. Phil's got a video on it too.
Yeah, he has, right? Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah. Graham, I took the eye off the bride a while ago, and she's gone through the back of the truck and grabbed my cast iron pots. Hang on. I took the eye off the bride. Oh, yeah, I took the eye, a while ago, and she's gone through the back of the truck and grabbed my cast iron pots, this cooking pot, and my drifter pull-out kitchen full of utensils and hid them. That just means you had to buy more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Swag and Sisters. So good to see the Swag and Sisters on. We haven't seen or heard from them for a little while. And they might have had a bit of a summer break as well. Hi, Phil. Oh, hey, Phil. Highly rate Solid Technics pans. I take my home ones camping, and they're great for all uses. Fire, gas. Solid Technics. There you go. There's a hot tip.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them before.
Yeah, nor have I.
Hide them. No. Graham's not happy.
Nasty cow. Nice one,
That's
Graham.
fun. Oh dear. Robin's off. Hooroo, Robin.
Good night,
Good to
Robin.
see you on here. And bye. Look at that. So she's live. She's live with us, mate.
Yeah.
Aussie
And
made
the
too. Yeah,
Aussie
that's good.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, same with all King Brown stuff. That's all Aussie made.
Yeah.
Which you just don't get anymore. You just don't get it. It's so sad.
Another good
It's so
product
sad.
out there too, Rob, is I'm trying to remember the name of it. Robin,
What?
fill me in. I've got a mind blank.
What?
No, it's okay. I'll come back to you soon. But I remember, Rob. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
I showed King Brown the shirt as well.
Oh, did you?
So with his logo on it and on the shoulder there, he loved it. And everyone loves the shirts, mate. Everyone.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Everyone's
that's
into
right.
them.
I remembered it now, Rob. It was the Hillbilly Cook Gear.
Oh, Hillbilly. Yeah.
Yeah, they make a fantastic fry pan and woks and all like that type of stuff.
Yep. The Hillbilly stuff. They're good. They're similar to what Tim Bates uses.
Yeah.
But
Very similar.
Tim Bates is custom made. I think a mate made it for him. He was a blacksmith back in the day. And,
Okay, yep.
So yeah, he's got the end of the upright pole that curves,
Oh, okay.
and he hits that, and he's got like some like steel work done to the hot works done to the end, and like a design on it and stuff. It looks amazing, and he uses it in every video. I reckon that stuff must be 30 years old. I reckon his cookware, and that bend at the top is still bent, like it's not flat from the hammer. And
okay.
you just know it's made to perfection by
Yeah.
a blacksmith, and which don't really exist anymore.
Yeah.
Terry
yeah.
got craft disease.
Graft disease. I'm starting to get that way, unfortunately, mate.
Oh, look out! We've got an
Molly's coming.
imposter. Who's this? Hello, Molly.
Molly says, hello, all those puppies out there. Yeah. So,
How good was my mate Paul's story the other night with
Yeah.
Southern Downs Arc? Yeah,
yeah, that's,
that was
that was touching, mate, on all of that.
yeah, no, and it's like that for them every day at Southern
Yeah.
Downs Arc. It really is, and I've really warmed to them as people. Oh, look out! Are you in an earthquake there, Terry? Everything's moving.
Robin wants to slip past.
Look out! The building's moving.
Building's moving.
Don't
There we go.
let it fall down on you.
Right.
Oh, that was funny. That was funny. Graham, I don't have a death wish. It's just she has her earphones on watching some kind of How to Kill and Get Away with It show. She's probably watching home. She's watching Home and Away, mate. Isn't that what?
Rafa said, g'day, Molly. Yep. Jenny says, g'day, Molly. Yep. So, yeah.
Fantastic story. Yeah, absolutely, Buck.
Molly
It
can't
really
wait
was.
to see all
And,
the little puppies out there at the campground.
yeah,
gonna be
it's going to be
great.
brilliant, mate. Yeah, 100%. I can't wait. And
Yeah,
it's just going to be amazing. But
it will be.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm looking forward to the MCing and all the music and all like that out there. And we've got all the music all together now. So can't wait
Good stuff.
for you all to hear it, really. So it's
Yeah,
gonna be great.
I think
the Aussie classics and
Yeah.
heaps of good old 60s and 70s and 80s rock music and all like that. So it should be fantastic nights. Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. And stay tuned, folks. Obviously, Interman Adventures and all that. There'll be details on what they're doing with their 4-wheel drive trip and all that sort of stuff through the day.
Yeah, that's going to be a great one as well. Yeah.
That'll be a lot of fun as well. I might try and get onto that. It'll depend how busy we are, but as us sort of running it, I wouldn't mind tagging along. That'd be a lot of fun. But
we're looking forward to it.
Maybe do a little bit at the start of it or something, and then head back to camp to get ready for the night. But very keen to get to know those guys and see that trip
Wayne
and
from
everyone.
Interman Adventures seems like a really nice guy, and can't wait to work with him. It's going to be great. Yeah.
Absolutely. And everyone in the town is pretty excited. They're all looking forward to us rolling into town and now that they know about the shirts and the merch and all that sort of stuff, they all want it. They all want their own shirts. They all want their own hats. The response from the town is...
mate, and get them to buy one. Yeah.
That's it. The response from the town has just been incredible. Really, really blown away, mate. It really has. It's just totally... been something I didn't expect, This dodgy bloke with a Wanderer T-shirt walks in and says, "Hey, I'm running in a camping event, and we want money and we want stuff. Can you help?" It's you kind of don't expect to get the response that we did. So
it's fantastic.
You just don't find those kind of people much anymore. It's sad. It's sad you've got to go bush to find those kind of people. I went into Warwick to try and drum up some support for us folks and just got shut down. Everywhere I walked in, the big town of Warwick just shot me down, Going into Alla and stuff, the little local town where we are, mate, all over it. They loved it. They're like, yep, sign us up. We want to be involved. So it's really, really good. What's Graham got there? Our mates in Chiltern have 2 little molly dogs. They keep attacking our Roxy dog. Oh, no. And she's scared of the little dogs. She also decided that she loved cats. Well, there's the Brad and Teresa own cats, so there'll be a couple of cats at the campground. Yeah. They're very friendly. And,
so does this mean it's going to be like a Tom and Jerry episode at the campground? You reckon?
Potentially. No, they're great. These 2. I can't remember their names. But yeah, they're gorgeous little cats, and they just roam around the campground doing their own thing. Yeah, they're great. What do we got here? Same. We would just have to take lots of treats for bribes. Yeah, well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
The organisers also accept bribes of
Yes.
monetary and beer and lollies. We take lollies as bribes.
Oh, do you? Oh, I don't think I'll go that far.
Chocolates. We'll take chocolates. You know, all that sort of stuff. Always have loved small towns. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Jenny's bringing plenty for all. I love that. But yeah, the small towns, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And now that I've gone out there a few times and met with them a few times, obviously the relationships has been built and the trust is there, and you know,
Rob.
they've seen the shirts and I've shown them the account and all that sort of stuff, the money going in. So they're all ready. They're all pumped. Brad and Teresa are excited. The ostrich farm across the road is excited. It's turned into quite the event. It really has. I think you'll agree, mate.
Yeah.
So with all of us doing our own little role here to make it happen, it's just taken off. Absolutely taken off.
And I think the most important thing is we can't wait to see all you wonderful people when you get there and have an absolute blast. Yeah.
Mark, 4,000 as in Warwick or Allara? Allara definitely is not 4,000. He must be talking about Warwick there. It'd be more than that now. Warwick's a big regional town now. I don't think. Yeah, Allara is probably a population of about maybe 150, maybe if that.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, maybe he must be talking about Warwick there. Yeah, not sure. But yeah, it's exciting. Oh, Scone. Mark's on a whole nother level.
Okay. Yep. I've been to Scone. Yeah. Or Scone.
I wouldn't mind a scone.
Wouldn't mind a scone. With cream and jam.
Oh, mate. If you go on King Brown's website, he made that yesterday at the show, and he put a photo up, mate. They looked phenomenal. They just looked amazing. The Mayapan have pure iron ore. What are you talking about there, Phil? I don't know what you're talking about there. Seeing a 65-kilo dog sneaking past a dog that doesn't weigh 10 kilos so she doesn't get picked on is quite the sight.
Here's one for you. Haven't met too many ostriches, but I know a lot of turkeys. Thanks, Mark.
Oh, yeah. It's hard. What's that saying? It's hard to soar like an eagle when you're surrounded by turkeys. Something like that. That's that's a good one. No, lots of turkeys. That's funny.
Yeah.
I've tried to get sponsorship for orchid shows. Orchid shows, Philip. That's interesting. Yeah, right. In Logan and Brisbane, yeah, it's hard yakka, mate. Absolutely. Obviously, Toowoomba has the Carnival of Flowers.
Yeah.
Maybe you could get in there somewhere. I don't know, Phil. Yeah, Logan. You'll probably have more luck in Logan than Brisbane, to be honest. But yeah, these big city councils, mate, they're just a joke.
Yeah.
They're just a joke.
They are.
It's not the size that matters, Graham.
Councils like that, Rob, they're good for filling their own back pockets, mate. At the end of the day, aren't they? Yeah, it's
100%.
sad.
Warwick has a population of 12k. Yeah, shit,
Okay.
That's bigger than I thought.
So,
That's
a lot of people. Yeah.
I didn't think it was that many. Far out.
Allara's got 1,200 in it.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Wow. I'm speechless because you go down the Blaine Drag and there's about 10 people.
Yeah. It's a nice little country town, Allara. Yeah.
Oh, mate, yeah, it's stunning, and hopefully we can organise a bit of a cruise into town on one of the days and all roll down the street. I'd love to get a drone shot of us all pulling down the street, something like that. That'd look pretty cool. That kind of thing, you know, a big convoy into town and go to the pub and buy a meal and the bakery and all the rest of it, and just support them, because that's what it's all about. You know, they're helping us, so go in there and give them a hand.
He's just googled it. Thanks, Buck.
Yeah, right. That's interesting, mate. I didn't realise it's 1,200. Yeah. Got stuck in Logan traffic again a few days ago. Yeah, that's me every day, mate. absolutely. No longer Gidge. That's not Gidge's problem anymore, which is he must be loving that.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not in Brisbane anymore. I used to live out at Ipswich area there at Leichhardt, and I used to go all the way in at Eagle Farm, and travelling back from Eagle Farm to Ipswich, even at 5 o'clock in the morning, was peak hour traffic. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Glad I don't do those trips anymore.
That's a serious hike, mate.
Way and all like that, it's
Yep.
ridiculous.
Ipswich to Eagle Farm, that's a nightmare. That's one of the worst drives you could probably do, traffic-wise. My God. I heard one the other night. Rich people stay rich by acting poor, and poor people stay poor by acting rich. Yeah, there's probably a bit of truth in that. It's all about priorities, isn't it? How you spend your money and all that sort of thing. Yeah, there's probably a bit of truth in that there, Graham. They all come out at night. This rich guy I met at the high-rise I stayed at looked like a bum. Yeah, he might have been a nice guy,
Yeah.
Rob, what's the giveaway tonight? The house. Who wants to live here? Wanderer HQ.
Yeah, they can take the rent while you're at it.
There was a prize that I didn't get to give away at the Christmas giveaway, and it's a where is it? Here it is. Everyone's got one, and I've given heaps away in the past. The kick-ass watt meter, and someone did win it, and then they emailed me later and said, look, don't worry about it. He's got one or whatever. And he said, leave it for the Legends raffle.
Yep.
So that's what I was going to do. I can give away tonight. Hang on, we'll do a poll. now that I've worked out how to do a poll, we'll do a poll.
Yeah, Mark's already said #Evercool.
All right, hang on. Do I do a giveaway tonight? Oh, hang on, wrong button. My little earpiece is falling out. There we go.
Standby caller.
Hang on. Now my computer's having a heart attack. Here we go. And start poll. How many have we got on? I haven't even looked. We've got 24 on, so there's a good chance that someone will win. All right, we've got a poll there. Do I do a giveaway tonight? Righto. We'll see how we go. I bumped into him off and out walking. Great guy. Evercool. This fridge still goes strong, mate. They say you shouldn't really turn your fridge off, like on and off. But it's been such a long spell between camps, mate, that having that on, it would have just been idling for the last 3 months, And I don't know, for me, I'm kind of like, it's probably better to turn the damn thing off, than have that thing constantly cycling with nothing in it, and just running. Those watt meters are great. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Those little kick-ass ones, they are fantastic. We'll change the view up there a little bit. I've got a little sneaky, how do I take this off? I don't know. If I do, no, I can't. Got a picture of the old Truckosaurus up there behind us. That was taken at Foxbar Falls.
Okay. And, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, good little shot that. But yeah, those watt meters are great, John. They are fantastic. Former friend of ours is filthy rich, dresses in shorts and cheap T-shirts all the time. Oh, well, that's probably why he's rich. He doesn't buy fancy clothes,
Yeah.
You don't have money if you spend it.
No, that's right.
Everyone meet in Allera before we go camping. I'm sure there'll be some sort of meet up before everyone rolls in. Ed's doing his big tour, his big convoy. Yeah. So I reckon there'll be a bit of a group meet up, I reckon, and they'll all trundle in. So stay tuned, Philip. There'll be something for sure, mate. We ran the one coming up from down south in Brizzy, and that was fantastic. And I don't think we overwhelmed the caravan park there when we all turned up at the same time. It all worked. We all kind of got together, and she gave everyone the big briefing at once as to where you're staying and what the rules are and all that. So I think that worked quite well. Farmer friend, filthy eyes. Yeah, there you go. I ran my watt meter for 24 hours. The time of the watt meter said 22 and a half. Yeah, the watt meter, I learnt this recently. The watt meter only runs, is it 24 hours? There's a time limit on it, and then it basically resets itself. I don't think it's 24 hours. Does it say on? Nah, it doesn't say it really anywhere in any documentation. But I was talking to someone from Kickass, not Rob, someone else, and they said, yeah, it runs for, I want to say 12 hours, and then it sort of starts to
and then recycles
repeat itself or something. Yeah, like it's something like that anyway. So check that, mate. It might be 24 hours, and yours just clocked off at 22 and a half. I don't know. Because I used to think that too. I used to leave it on, like on the solar panel. You pull up a camp, bang, plug it in. Oh, what are we pulling in? You know, it's always good to see the stats. Get up the next day, or you look at it the next afternoon, and the thing's gone blank, or it's showing some weird screen or whatever. Yeah, it's because it times out. Yeah, it times out. They all do it. Apparently, it's not.
Yeah, John Tyson said, but the watt meter was confused with Queensland time. Typical of daylight savings, hey?
Daylight savings, yeah. Put your beers in the fridge, says Grant. Yeah, it's just, that is a good idea. I've got 3 or 4 camp fridges at the moment. I should move the others on. I should chuck them up on Marketplace and get rid of them. They just sit up in a room and
back there that doesn't do anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 90-litre giant fridge, 2-door. We used to use it in the old Pajero and had one side as the freezer, the other one the fridge. When we had the old caravan, because the old caravan only had like a 90-litre fridges in them, was a Dometic fridge. And through summertime with the small fridges, they're worse than ovens at the end of the day, especially the absorption ones. Yeah, they don't stay cold in high humidities.
No, they struggle, big time.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Big time. Probably the richest bloke I ever met owned the entire KFV prawn trawler fleet. You wouldn't know that he was a deckhand. Yeah, right.
Okay.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I admire that sort of stuff where the owners and CEOs still stay on the floor of the joint, you know, like they don't just sit up in their high horse, their high chair. Could never afford that, Phil. The Maserati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I could either.
No. How's our poll? Where 68% say yes to do a giveaway. We'll give it a few more minutes. Yes or no, folks? Am I going to give this away tonight? We'll come up with a dodgy hashtag, and, and we'll give it away. It's anyway. But no, the boys went down. If you're not part of this group, Aussie, what do they call themselves? Terry, Aussie YouTubers Australia or something?
Oh yes, yeah.
They went down to the Victoria show today. It looked like it was a blast over the weekend. And they were giving a whole bunch of merch away from all different channels, including yours. I didn't get mine in time, so I couldn't get anything to them. But yours and Saw Adventures, and I think Rob sent some stuff down as well. Rob won. I don't know how it worked or how it went. I haven't actually seen or heard anything from them, but that's really cool. And I don't know. I hope they didn't have to pay for that stand. Because I know Naz from Naz Time was heavily involved. But obviously space at a four-wheel drive show is at a premium, right? Everyone wants to have their little site or whatever. I hope they didn't pay for it. I hope they managed to work out some sort of arrangement. But the idea is fantastic, because you go to the big one at Brizzy and you've got four-wheel drive 24/7, and you got the chicks from Red Dirt Diary and All for Adventure and the Explore Life, and that stupid idiot, what's his name, who just does up that patrol or whatever it is. He's an absolute drongo. Anyway, whatever his name is, he's always there. And well, obviously what Naz did, he's got the small YouTubers and gave them their own stand. Yeah. You know, I would have loved to have gone down and just hung out for a couple of days and talked to people as they walk past and whatever.
Yeah, it would be great.
Yeah, that's him. That's him, Buck. Sam
I
Ives.
threw Ed a chopping board with some patches and some stickers, and it'd be fantastic to to see who won it. Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Face
I'm sure we'll find out.
whoever.
Yeah. I mean, Ed put up that photo today, so I'm sure we'll find out over the next couple of days. And yes, yes. Oh, here we go, baby. Here we go. Fins up. Fins up. You. I was actually supposed to work that game up at the Sunshine Coast, but I ended up working at the Gabba last night, so I didn't. Exactly right, Buck. Fins up, mate. Fins up. And not a hard game, really, against the Titans, but yeah, that's a good start to the season. We'll take that, absolutely. Only a trial game, but a win's a win in my books. And exactly right, mate. Get your fins up. I might open the next time I do a live stream. I think I'll open up with the Dolphins theme song. I reckon. But Sam Miles was the bloke I was talking about. Buck, I can't get into him. I mean, everyone has their own part in the world and whatever, but yeah, I don't know. Good on him. Well done to him, but it's just not what I'm into. But yeah, it was great to see Naz and that. Hopefully they got something out of it. Hopefully it was worth their time. It looked like good weather and a great idea. And he invited all of us down to go and hang out with him. But obviously Victoria's a long bloody way.
It is a way away.
But I saw they had Ed's FJ in there and Naz's BT was in there, and the all-terrain action bloke who gets around in a Commodore. I think it's a Commodore, and I can't believe some of the places he takes that Commodore. It's just funny. I hope you fixed your bloody Queensland roads. I've only just got the van suspension. Nah, mate, that suspension will get a good flogging. As soon as you cross that border, mate, into Queensland, activate all your suspension, all the extra mods, mate. You're going to need them. Queensland roads are cactus. It is horrible, mate. It is so bad. But as soon as you hit that border to New South Wales on the M1, most of the way from there to Hobart is smooth. It's apart from a bit around Sydney, up through that mountainy area where you drive through the rock cliffs and stuff. That's a joke through there. But the rest of the road, the highways, compared to Queensland, mate, compared to the Bruce Highway, night and day. And they did what they listened to that American architect dude who came out here in 1955 or whatever it was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And this bloke came out from the States and he said, right, Australian government, you need to build a 4-lane highway from Melbourne to Cairns, the whole way. Because in, 50 years' time, you're going to be behind the ball, And the New South Wales government listened to him, Queensland ignored him. That's why from the border down, it's 2 lanes, just about the whole way, it cost them $1 bajillion to do it, but it's done. And it's such an easy drive. As soon as you hit Byron and south, mate, that drive, you got 2 lanes, it's a dream. But as soon as you hit the border of the Queensland, it's a bloody joke. Anyway, I can't remember who it was. It was an American engineer bloke who came out and the government wanted, assistance on what to do or whatever. The old bit, where Edamooga Pub used to be?
Yep.
On the Sunshine Coast there. That was built by World War II American soldiers, that section of runway, that section of thing, so they could use it as a runway during World War II if they needed to. That's why when you drive up, you're on the bitumen, and then, it's changed now because they've redone the whole section. But it used to go to that white concrete from the black tar because that was the American-built World War II bit of road. And then it would go to bitumen again, 2 kilometres up the road or whatever it was. Anyway, one thing we should have listened to the Yanks to on was bloody how to build a road. Anyway, make sure you have big enough tyres to crawl out of New South Wales potholes.
Okay.
Hold on for dear life, says Phil.
Well,
What's this? Ross, New South Wales Victoria roads are crap. Well, I'm more referring to the highway. I should be more specific there, yeah. The M1 or whatever you want to call it. A1, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're just sailing through on a truck or something, yeah, they're much better down south. The roads around the cities and towns, I couldn't tell you. Has anyone been to Dungog? Dungog. Don't they
Dungog.
pay taxes, or do they vote for the wrong mob? I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Graham.
Is that a rough part of town? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly, Phil. Roads north are a joke. Yeah, absolutely, Mark. Mate, they are just. Yeah, it's a bloody joke. Pacific Highway is fantastic.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Newcastle, Gloucester, Bretty, Thunderbolt Way, Warwick. Oh, that's your trip. Yeah, right. Okay, Newcastle, Gloucester. Yeah, okay. Bretty, I don't know Bretty. Thunderbolt Way. And then Warwick. That is a bit of a round. Oh, no, you're coming from Newcastle. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That'll work. Yeah, it's a long trip. And we tried to bring it south for the event, you know.
Yeah.
Then it's anybody's guess to Cairns. Mate, that'll be a good trip up to Cairns. Perfect time of year.
Yeah.
August, July, and September. That'll be magic, mate. That'll be absolutely magic. Ipswich Road was the same in the day. Yeah, right, Darryl. I didn't know that. I presume you're talking about the Yanks. The Yanks built it. But, yeah. It's all changed now. It's all being completely redone. It's just 20 years too late. So the roadworks they've done now are still 10 years behind the bloody where it should be at. How's our poll going? 70% say yes. We'll give it 2 more minutes. My goodness, it's 9 o'clock up here, which means it's 10 o'clock down south. Not bad for a random bloody Sunday night rant.
Yeah.
Right, how many? 70% say yes. Right, we'll close the poll. We'll give this thing away.
Yep. Go for it, Rob.
Right, hang on. Okay, let me get the thing sorted out here. We're giving away a kick-ass watt meter.
What?
Jeez, I tell you. What? James
What?
Watt invented the steam engine.
Who what? Where what?
I tell you,
What?
these go down pretty bloody well. I tell you, I've still got to edit the King Brown video. Who knows what we're going to get after I've had a couple of these. Righto, giveaway. Let me just get this sorted out here. Hashtag King Brown. Because why not? That's who we've been focusing on here tonight. So let me put it in the thing here. Hang on. Great.
Hashtag King Brown. All
How's that?
lowercase
There we
letters,
go.
guys. Don't put it in high case.
Yeah, there it is. There.
Yeah, I know the camera's a bit Grant. I'm on my laptop, mate. Yeah.
Hashtag King Brown. Get that in there. We'll see how we go.
If I look fuzzy.
We'll go for the tight shot.
Oh,
Hey, there he is.
it's scary.
Good stuff. Oh, the King Browns are flying in. King Brown, as it's written on the screen, folks. No capitals.
All
No
lowercase
bloody
letters.
Yeah. I tell you what, it's so good catching up with him. And
I can imagine, mate. Yeah, it would have been a fantastic catch up.
because I worked on as you know, I worked the King Brown. I worked the Pink concert on Friday night. And I messaged him earlier in the week. I said, hey, mate, I'd love to come catch up and see. I'll come to your show on throughout the weekend and we'll do a catch up. And do you want to do a video? All that sort of stuff. Had a good chat with him. He's like, yeah. I didn't get there till today. And I didn't get out to Redcliffe till, it was like midday or something. And found his tent and whatever and wandered up. And he goes, oh, Rob, bloody hell, I'd given up on you. And I was like, yeah, sorry, mate. It's just been one of those weekends. So,
Now, you were
managed to
telling me
catch his.
earlier that you actually spoke with Pink the other night behind stage, mate.
Yeah, old Pink. So we do the big screen production out at Pink there and that. So all the big concerts that come through, Suncorp Stadium and all that, we got to be there. And yeah, she's lovely. Everyone who comes through is lovely, mate. Like the artist or the performer or whatever, they're all lovely, right? And I met Pink in the past, so it was. It's not like she remembered me or anything, but I've met her in the past. And it's the minions, mate, underneath them. It's the ones who are trying to prove themselves, keep their job, try to be over the top with the demands and whatever. They're the ones you try and just push aside. It's like a lot of CEOs, mate. Like when you get to the CEO, like when we work in events, you get the CEO of large organisations or banks or Qantas or whatever, whoever, the large organisations, and you think, oh God, okay, this guy's super important or whatever. Nah, mate, they're another person, And once you realise that, you can just walk up and interact with them. Everyone gets that star factor or fear factor. Well, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Jack Turtle's rolled in, just quietly.
Jack, how are you?
Howdy, mate. Good to see you. We're still on the Holland beers. We're still down in these ones. They're going down very well. They're going down so well that we've nearly been on for 3 hours.
Yeah.
But they're all just people, mate. And and once you get past the minions and the people in between where you are and where they are, mate, they're fine. They just want to have a chat like everyone else, mate. They, just normal people.
And it was beautiful to see because going on social media at the moment, there was a young little girl. She probably would have been about 5 or 6 years of age, and Pink actually came along with a little gift pack and gave her like a shirt and a few other bits and pieces. And that was absolutely lovely to see them get together and do something amazing for their fans like that. It's
Totally.
Outstanding.
Yeah, Pink's always been good like that. And I'm not a Taylor Swift fan by any means, right? I couldn't care less for her, But I found out today of how much she gives to charities, mate. Like
it's phenomenal,
her music. I looked this up. It was on Wikipedia or one of those pages. She's made $2 billion off her music alone. Just the music. $2 billion, right? For a start, no one needs that kind of money. That's not including sponsorships and deals and whatever, all the rest of the stuff that comes along with it, right? $2 billion, right? But then in Melbourne the other day, she gave $1 million to Food Bank or something. Like I don't know the exact number, but it's up there. And so I heard this and I thought, okay, all right, let's see. What my first suspicion was, what's her connection to that, right? What does she get for helping Food Bank? Because there's usually some sort of underlying thing going on where she's she gets some deal or some kickback or whatever. I googled it, right? What does she give away? All that sort of stuff.
Right.
No, mate, she does it all the time. And there was a couple of years back a kid that came to a concert or something, and the day before, this kid got diagnosed with some sort of cancer, right? Yeah. I don't know the full story. But then she found out before the show or whatever, and she just donated the kid $10,000 for all the cancer treatment.
Wow.
Didn't know the kid, didn't know nothing. And so when you hear about that family with the daughter who died on the way to the concert on Friday night, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what, like that'll trickle to her eventually, and we'll see what she does. I don't know how the parents are, but I know the daughter that was in the passenger seat or whatever, she died on the Pacific Highway, wherever she was.
Right.
And they were driving to the Pink concert. So, the Taylor Swift concert. We'll see. We'll see what. But she's always forking out the cash. So, hats off to that. I'm all for that, and most of us in this community.
Yeah, there's a lot of great people out there with a very big heart that do things like that. But there's quite a lot of people out there that are quite greedy as well. So you get your good and your bad. So
totally. Michael's falling asleep at the TV. Turn it up louder, Michael.
Yeah. Hearing aids in, Mike.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Type in King Brown quick, Mr. Turtle. That's right. King Brown, hashtag King Brown. And Pink donated a lot of money last time to the bushfire. That's right. That's right.
She did. Fuck yeah, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, and the fire aid or whatever they called it, that concert that you might recall that they did after the fires, and Old Love Comedian got done for, the Red Cross not giving the money to the fires.
Yep,
When they first announced that, see, again, I'm one of these people who will be like, if I read a news story, for example, and it says, I don't know, Anthony Albanese does a shit in the woods, right? And it's some controversial story, right? First of all, I'll see what organisation wrote it. Second of all, I'll see who the reporter is. I'll read the report or whatever it might be. It could be on anything, from climate change to bloody EV cars. And then next thing I'll do is I'll click on and find out all about the reporter and see what way they swing. Because you know that everything that is written, and I think Buck mentioned this on his live feed the other night, news outlets, there's no one who's fair.
No,
right?
there isn't.
ABC's all Albo. Sky is pretty much liberal, right?
Liberal,
there's
that's
no one
right.
in the middle, right?
Yeah.
And one of the reasons for it is, one, people like to pick a team, right? They like to pick a side, and that's their favourite side, right? And the other side's a bloody bunch of palookas, right? Second of all, there's no money in being fair.
No.
There's no money in being fair. You can't sell drama if you're fair. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say, oh, Albo did this, or ScoMo did that, or, Dutton, or whoever's in, whatever. You can't sell the drama.
No.
And if you don't sell the drama...
My one is the drama. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you don't sell that, you don't click the link. If it says, Peter Dutton jumped off a bridge, but it was funny because it was for cancer research.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to click on that. Like, I'm not going to click on that, right? If it said Peter Dutton jumps off bridge because Albo said he couldn't, maybe I'll click on it, because it swung to one side, you know what I mean? Like, that sort of stuff. So that's why news media, and I used to think the same. I used to think, why can't the media just be fair? And a lot of people think the ABC is straight down the line. It is definitely not.
No,
it is definitely not.
I'm actually banned from watching the news, Rob. Robin's banned me from the news because I yell at it too much and throw shit at the TV. And at the end of the day, they just don't listen, So
They don't listen.
I try not to watch the news at all now. So, yeah.
I got
bad news. There's not enough good news in the world. So
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I got a Foxtel here at home, and I'll flick for lately. I don't know why. Lately, I've been really focusing on the news section of Foxtel, and they've got BBC, they've got Sky News, and they've got Fox from America, right? And there's a show on Fox called Fox and Friends that I tend to tune in about now, actually.
Right.
And they're pro-Trump, very, very pro-Trump. And then you'll flick over to BBC. I don't know really. BBC is probably the fairest of them all that I know of. It's hard to pick what side they're on. Sky News is Fox-based, so that's Murdoch-based, or whatever it is over in England. And then there's the other one, CNN. So CNN, I'm not sure which way they swing either. But it's interesting because the Fox News is great for a laugh as well. But there was two boats. I don't know where I'm going with this. I've clearly had too many Holland beers. I'm all over the place now. But we had two migrant boats turn up in the country yesterday, day before, and refugee boats. And an interesting stat came out that when they were doing the stop the boats thing and all that, we got it down to 0 or 1 or something a year, something like that, right? Which is astonishing. It was like 300 a year or whatever it was at one point.
It was a little amount,
Yeah, and now this one's kicked off and it's up to 1 or 2 or something, whatever it is. And where was I going with this? I don't even know.
He's forgotten.
I don't know where I was going with this.
He's forgotten.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but then you watch Fox News, right? And people go on about stop the boats and all that sort of stuff, right? Here in Australia, and how it's a huge issue. I tell you what, watch Fox News for 10 minutes and look at the border crisis they've got going on over there, mate. Like 30,000 people a day crossing over from Mexico illegally into America a day. Like it's 500,000 since bloody October last year or something, or 1 million people. It's something ridiculous. And people go, like, the numbers are so staggering that you don't really think about the fallout from that, because you just look at the number and go, oh my God, type thing. But you think each person there has to be fed, that each person has to be clothed, watered, each person has to do a shit. The waste management, the food, the clothing, everything, mate. Like, and they're shipping these people into New York and all this other stuff. And we get a couple of boats come through, and whether you're a fan of it or not, it's not a crisis like it is over there. Like, that is just unreal. And now you're getting these refugees that are crossing the border, and they're bashing cops in New York and all this other stuff. It's just absolutely unreal. Newy Joe there, CNN is Biden. You're right, I think. Yeah, I think you're right there, Newy Joe.
Right. Jack is right here as well. Like, we haven't got any boats to control the borders anyway. There's
Operation Sovereign Borders. I think it still is a thing, Operation Sovereign Borders, and there's a couple of Navy boats. I don't know how many. I have no idea. That just sort of patrol, but it's a bloody big ocean up there.
It is. It's massive.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And these boats are the size of my garage type thing. It's an issue. I'm not going to lie. There's no denying it. But you look at the states, and that is that'll be the election decider. So interestingly, Trump got the border thing down to very, very small numbers. I can't remember what it was, but now Biden's abolished everything Trump did with the border, and now it's out of control. It's just absolutely out of control. That Trump, in the words of Buck, is a dead set diddly donk, right? His policies actually were really good. He fixed up America in a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways he buggered it up too, but compared to the bloke that's in at the moment, who can't even remember his bloody name, I tell you,
that's the thing with Trump. He turned around and said, "Okay, then I'll become prime minister, right? And I'll work for $1 a day." He's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well,
he's done a lot of stupid things and continues to do stupid things.
He's done a lot of good things as well too.
Totally. Totally. Yeah, that border issue was one big one, and now it's out of control. I can't imagine living over there. That would just be out of control. I did a year in America when I toured with a couple of bands up the east coast of America back in the day, and it was all right. Yeah, I was always scared about guns because everyone has a gun in their pocket. It's like the freaking Wild West out there, and going down into Georgia and South Carolina, Georgia, northern Florida, that sort of Bible Belt, mate, it's rough. It's rough through there. And
I can imagine.
Down through Georgia and all that. You're sort of walking around going on your tippy toes on eggshells, ready to dive to the ground. It's just crazy. Graham, the largest growing demographic in America is homeless veterans and senior citizens. They can't find money for their own people, but just approved 100. Yeah, exactly. Now,
Graham.
The Ukraine war's a whole nother kettle of fish. Yeah, but the Veterans Association, that's where America went wrong. The Aussies, like, we got the RSL, right? And that was started, I'm pretty sure that was started by ex-soldiers or returned soldiers or whatever, Yeah. So, and the government got behind it and supported it, right? That's the key thing for Australia. The Yanks, I don't think, did, or definitely not in the same way that Australia did. And I love the RSL, mate. I think it's fantastic. And especially modern wars now where PTSD is a thing and all that sort of stuff, like it's recognised and all that. The way that we handled everything particularly post World War II. World War One, we didn't really do things too well for the blokes that came back. But World War II, we got our act together and at least got things like the RSL sorted out properly. Like you hear stories about the blokes from World War One. They got off the ship when they got back and no jobs. Oh well, I'll just go try and work a farm and try and grow something. A lot of them had massive depression and PTSD wasn't a recognised thing and all that sort of stuff. Shell shock and all that sort of stuff. And at least in World War II, we got our act together and kind of sorted it out a little bit. But yeah, the Yanks, mate, they missed the mark there big time. Absolutely big time. What's Daryl saying?
I was a little bit upset with the RSL, Rob, because the RSL didn't think that Vietnam War was a real war. And until recent, they said that, it was. So, yeah.
Right. I didn't know that. That's news to me. I did not know that.
So they only just recognised it in the last few years that it was a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, interesting.
Yeah.
They could come here with sticks and shovels and take over the country. We have no defence force. Look, yes and no. There was the theory years ago, I remember hearing that, if China went all out, we'd last about 9 minutes. I don't fully believe that. Maybe if we're completely on our own, I think 9 minutes is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a lie. I think we'd last a bit longer than that. But yeah, I mean, if they came at us, if any country came at us at full force, we'd be stuffed. But that's the whole point of allies. Like that's, I don't know where I stand on conscription. What do you reckon, Terry? Do you think the young blokes coming through should sign up for 5 years or whatever?
Well, yeah, why not? Yeah, it can't hurt them. So you can probably teach these young ones, a lot of discipline and a lot more respect if they do it. So I'm all for it. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. Some of the ones coming through. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. I mean, there's some dead set drongos.
If you're overseas, like in Switzerland and all like that, it's all mandatory that you do it, So
yeah, that's true. That's true. Definitely from a discipline point of view, something's got to change because the youth are just out of control.
It is.
It is the lack of discipline in this country just drives me bananas. Like, I'm not for abusing kids or whatever, but like, there's got to be a discipline. Like And for me, I always say to people, it's not, when your old man, I don't know if your old man ever did it, but sometimes if I was playing up and being a smart ass and carrying on like a drongo, the old man would grab the belt.
Yeah.
And if it was serious, I'd cop it. If it could be serious, I'd get the, when you get the belt and you go like that and it snaps and you get the snap sound, that was enough to scare the absolute crap out of me. Because the discipline comes from the fear of the discipline. Like you don't not rob a bank because you go to jail. You don't rob the bank because you're fearful of what happens when you're in jail.
Yeah.
It's not the jail that scares you. It's the life or the what happens to you in jail, right? That stops you from robbing the bank. It's like you don't bloody, I don't know, flatten your old man's tire because you get the belt. It's not the belt that scares you, it's the whip and the pain from the belt.
Yeah. Jack's just asking here what war, Terry, and it was the Vietnam one, Jack. They didn't recognise our veterans, mate, and it was very, very sickening. My father-in-law was telling me all about it, and he used to be in the Air Force, fixing all the planes and stuff in the Air Force there, and it wasn't good. So. I
had no idea on that, Terry. I'm sure a lot of people don't, to be honest.
Plus the Vietnam War as well too, Rob. They were all sprayed with Agent Orange, and it made them all our soldiers absolutely loopy. Yep. Yeah, see, I had no idea, Graham, the way the RSL treated the Vietnam veterans. Mate, clueless. Yeah. Clueless on that. That is, hopefully it's been sorted out. But yeah, I had no idea. I just figured they fell in line, so to speak. My dad had a large boot. That's right. My old man did too. He had a large boot as well.
Yeah. But you can't do that anymore. Like you can't. You can't even say that anymore.
No.
Like, that is just, it drives me bananas. Daryl, they got told they're special every day at school. Yeah, so they can't do wrong and get into consequence. Like, I've dated people with kids, right? And dead set, if they sneeze, quick, call the parents. You know, little Johnny's sneezing. Like, bloody hell. Like, harden up.
It was funny because you remember the live feed that Buck did the other night, and he was talking about the blackboard dusters.
Oh, yep.
Yep, I've had one of them thrown at my head before, and they bloody hurt.
Oh.
You know? So,
yeah, exactly. I remember him in primary school. Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't take much.
No,
I'm not talking about you need to flog kids with a stick or a whatever. That's not what you need. But you need to have them to have that fear or as Jenny says here, my mum would just give you the look. You can't even give them the look anymore. Yeah. You get sued. You get sued by your own kid.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Our boys know Robin. If they've done something wrong, they smarten their act up real quick. So
and I don't know. I reckon my generation and lower. Well, my generation I think was the last one to sort of have that common sense, discipline. You know, reaped into you. What am I trying to say? Reaped into you, like you know, fed to you, like you know what's right and what's wrong. Anything below sort of 25 and under, mate, there's no such thing as wrong and there's no such thing as no. You know, just mum give the discipline out. Then if the old man thought you needed more, you really copped it. Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure, Newey, you are bloody, you know, a well-leveled bloke, you know. I hope that you didn't need it too much more than what your mum gave you. But you quickly learn what's right and wrong, you know. My mum told me that the Germans used to hand out lollies laced with poison. Yeah, well, that's a whole nother bloody story, mate. Australia lost 523 soldiers in Vietnam. Yeah, my uncle was one of them, or great uncle, I think he would be.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was gone. He got nearly to the end, and then all it says on his record was died of wounds. That's all it says. So it doesn't sound bloody too fancy, too good a way to go. But yeah, on one of the bloody scout things that they were doing. Or when they sneeze, it's off to the doctor. Yeah, exactly. It's just a joke. Oh, little Johnny's got a sore tummy. Come and collect him and send him home.
Exactly. What? Buck was saying here, Gen Y is our last hope. I think so too, mate, because Gen Z, seriously, it's going to be all hell break loose, you know.
Grant says it's nearly Monday in New South Wales.
It is. But we've been going for over 3 hours now, Rob.
Oh, so goodness me.
We go with the wonderful prize giveaway you're going to do. And,
I probably should. I probably should wrap this up.
Yeah.
Gen Y is our last hope. Gen Z is, yeah, exactly right. Yeah, the social media. And anyone past us, good luck because this social media thing is just the addiction to phones. Oh,
yeah, I know.
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah.
What I find interesting before I do the giveaway, does anybody else have a pet, right? And then you get on your phone. What does your pet do? Pets and animals, dead set, know that the computer, the phone, the iPad, they're bad for you. Because the cat will come up and walk along the keyboard and get in your way to stop you from looking at the screen. You know, your dog will sort of look at you from the side or whatever and just constantly hang around your foot while you're trying to send a text message. I reckon they know, mate. I reckon, you know, they know that this distraction is not healthy. You know, I don't know how. I don't know in what way, but I reckon
and we're all
there's
guilty
something
of
going on
it too. You know, too much technology is absolutely no good for us. You know?
Totally. I mean, look at us here talking at cameras and whatever.
That's right. You know?
But yeah, next time you get on the computer, look at what your dog does. What are they doing?
Yeah. Molly just sits there and looks at me and sleeps. So, yeah.
Looks at you and sleeps.
Molly's very easy.
Yeah, fair.
She gets
Jack
that
Turtle.
from
I hate my phone 85% of the time or more. I use it to read books. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's cool. That's all right. But, yeah, what's...
Rob saying Mr. P would be yelling at us at the moment.
yeah.
Oh, hey? So,
M Fizz, that's a new name. Welcome.
yes. Yeah.
My dad was a Vietnam vet. They had to wait till 1987 to finally receive a welcome home parade in Sydney.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Then
absolutely
Vietnam Memorial Monument was dedicated in Canberra in 92.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm a bit upset at myself here. I didn't realise this. Like I get into that sort of history and the war history and all that sort of stuff, but I had no idea about any of this.
Rob. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what the RSS time was just absolutely disgraceful. You know.
Yeah, mate, I'm shocked. I really am. And you should remember your history, right? And you should continue to teach it, which they're not doing anymore. Because as soon as you forget your history, you're condemned to repeat it, mate. And you can. There's starts over in Europe. It's starting to happen again. People are forgetting the history, and the sad thing is, it wasn't that long ago.
If anyone goes up north to like Barcaldine and all like that, Buck's great grandfather, I think it was the light horseman out there, and he's actually on one of the statues out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. Both of these cited from his family is actually from Barcaldine. You'll see it on the war memorial out there. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yep. Well, Mark's getting his leg shagged, so it's time to give this away.
Yes.
Righto. Okay, here we go. Hashtag bloody something. King Brown. What do we got? 19 entries. How many we got on? 28. We'll go one more. Someone put it in. M Fizz, if you're not in, type hashtag King Brown. And we'll get this thing going. 3 hours. My goodness. Thanks for tuning in, folks, on your Sunday night. Yeah. It's just been a couple of beers at Wanderer HQ and joined by a special guest, which is nice. It's been a lot of good fun. And Rob One's rolled back in. He's woken up and stumbled back in. And there we go. M Fizz with the King Brown. Very good. Righto.
How many we got on still, Rob?
We got 29 floating around with us, which is pretty exciting.
Right. Okay.
And, righto. Let's give it away.
Yep, hit the drum roll. Let's go.
Oh, hang on. I didn't share it. Ah, fuck. Hang on. No, that's not it. Hang on. Share. I'll share the winning slide. How's that? Hang on. Share screen. At least we can see the winner. Share screen. All over it. Here it comes. The winner is Ross Halliwell.
Well, yay. Congratulations, Ross.
Yeah, nice, mate. Well done.
Rigged. It's all rigged. Nothing but rigged.
Jennifer G, welcome in. Rigged. Absolutely. Old Rob One fell asleep.
On your Ross.
Yeah, well done, Ross. I think I have your details, but that's what you've won, mate. The old kick-ass watt meter. And I was going to give that away at the Christmas live stream, like I said before, but the person who won it, who I've totally forgotten who that was, said, no, keep it for the camp out giveaway. But anyway, we gave it away tonight. We ran a poll. Everyone said yes. So well done, Ross.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Well done, mate. Email me your details. Let me just quickly put that up. There we go. wanderoz@gmail.com. And send us, don't put your details in the chat, whatever you do. Send it through on email. Yeah. And I'll get that out to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that'll
Rob's just put up here at the moment, hashtag snoring.
Hashtag snoring. Yeah, I've gone on a bit, haven't I? Yeah, I haven't even had dinner. No wonder I'm starting to slur. These are going down pretty well.
Gee. What a fantastic night.
Yeah. 4 a.m. get up for Philip. Yeah, I think we should probably hit the hay.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up here, Rob. And
we could carry on all bloody night, I reckon.
Yeah,
but,
I think so.
We'll save it. We'll save it for the camp out.
That's right.
But yeah. When we're all around the campfire, telling lies and telling stories and having a good time.
All those
But-
wonderful
yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
But no, it's been good. Thanks everyone for jumping on.
Yeah, thanks guys for jumping on. Thanks Rob for having me on, mate. It's been a pleasure, mate. And
Mate, absolutely. This was thanks for being available. This was a very last minute, as you know. I just sort of went, bugger it, let's go live, and here we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 hours later. Even Terry is saying, get off. Very good, very good. No worries, John. That's what we're here for, mate. And if we can put a smile on people's dials, mate, that's all that matters.
It's been a privilege seeing you all again, and looking forward to catching each and every one of you out at the event. It's going to be fantastic. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ross, mate, send through your details. wandereroz@gmail. We'll get this out to you through the week in the express post.
That's
great long live, guys. Yeah, thanks, Luke.
Yeah, thanks, Lukey.
Appreciate that, mate. Graham with the emojis.
Yeah.
Jenny's off night, everyone. See you on the next one.
Thanks
Who knows
tuning
when
in,
that'll
Jenny.
be?
We'll give
absolutely.
Peter McGee, Jack Turtle, Phil,
Jack
Mark
Turtle.
Wallace.
Phil, congratulations on 5,000, Phil.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Buck. Rob from Australian Camp Four Wheel Drives. Lukey Reed, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Buck's back on.
Yeah, we look
Buck's
forward
on his he's back on the Angle recording train, and he's got his next video ready to go. Night all from Lukey Reed. Night all from Mark. Hooroo, everybody.
Good night, swagging sisters. Take care. Yeah. And remember, guys, make it yourself.
Make it yourself. And always, folks, forever wandering. Get out there and have a wander. See what you find.
Yeah.
Good night, says Phil. All right, folks. Hooroo. Be good. And thanks for tuning in. You're all bloody legends. Jump on the Legends for Charity Facebook. We'll have a couple of updates coming soon. Get your questions in. Any questions, check out Mrs. G's post. I haven't seen it myself, but get on there, check it out. Give us your questions and we'll get them answered for you. And keep an eye out for King Brown's video with myself tomorrow. And it should be a cracker.
Stay tuned for Buck's Part 9 on how to polish your skin.
That's right. Oh, dear. Hurry, folks. Be good. Right, and we'll see you soon.
Take care. Thanks. Bye.